I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Another day to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Like a volcano. Blow it up like a volcano. What you do, what you do, what you do to me? Can't you see what it means when you set me free? What you do, what you do, what you do to me? Can't you see what it means when you set me free? Blow it up like a volcano. I'm not a saint, you're mad. Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You're stepping on me and they call my mama, touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Wore my best pajama for this drama. Why you talking like that, like that, like that? I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind, keep walking. Spit your words on someone else, don't act like you're so obsessed.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boy, sorry for being a tad late, man, but wouldn't be a Dal stream because without me being late. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. We got ourselves a ton of class builds to take a look at. Apparently, even classes like, you know, there's druids, for example, that got entire talent tree overhauls. Absolutely just changed the way that plays altogether. But then you got Shadow Priest, for example. They got like one little node tweak, one little talent, just one little thing, and all of a sudden they are apparently the strongest class for PvE content now. Just like that, just out of nowhere. They're basically the Outlaw Rogue in terms of the way they play of Mythic Plus Dungeons, dude. They are insanely strong right now. Outlaw got a new build on the rise. We got new builds for Assassination. I don't think there's new builds for Hunter unless you're playing Marksman, which is like mostly just tweaks. But then there's also like what paladins for PvE with their exo build. Like, dude, PvP rather. There's so many new builds on the rise little by little. Assassination is absolutely dumpstering people right now when it comes to PvP content. Just absolutely shredding through people. Imagine Shiv, which makes you take more poison damage, but also bleed damage and cleaves and reduces that whole party's healing by 35%. What is that, dude? I cannot believe I can't believe it, dude. Let me get the music back up in our chat. I just watched the heal challenge. I switched back. You know what? I'm actually a little bit sad they didn't add the evokers into the mage shower challenges. I feel like the devastation evoker would have fit perfectly into that race fight. Perfectly fit into that race fight where it's all about kiting mobility. They could just give race like a thing where he could barely be slowed or something, or doesn't set roots long at all, so you have to use your hover ability. And I feel like the healer challenge, they would have smoked it. They would have let us smoked it. The amount of damage, the amount of healing that spec can do is just insane. How y'all doing though, boys? Welcome back! We got ourselves yet another stream tonight. I want to take a look at some of these builds, man. We got the Outlaw Rogue I want to give a build to go. There's a new build. They basically kind of like abandons pistol shot to some degree. Picks up buffs instead and just spams ambush. It's just like, you just stop thinking big damage every minute or so, every time you vanish. It's apparently really good. Some people are giving it a go. They're like, wow, new build. I want to give it a go if I can. But you just got a key. Also, finally got my Whetstone, my Rogue. So we're done with Court of Stars, man. We can actually go and do other keys. You guys resto? Oh, that's just pretty good, man. Hell yeah. Is that a two-hander you got? What is that thing? Hold on a second. Also, yeah, Mage Tower apparently is really good. By the way, I tested out that Howling Rune. It didn't really scale in that weird same way for me, Jake. So it may just have like a different scale for a class or two. Or maybe it's the weapon that you use it on. I tried to look a normal weapon. I tried to like downscale weapons as well. It didn't make a difference. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I don't think it scales anything kind of weird or anything kind of crazy. Rework a red coming to someone. Yeah, I know. That's gonna be really good, man. We do have even more what looks like select class changes in 10.05. I'm sure they'll have even more like buffs and nerfs. But that red rework does seem very exciting. The stuff they talked about too in the blue post is awesome. That's what my favorite part is, man. That whole blue post, exactly what they're talking about. If you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about, let me see if I can pull up the picture. Because I took a snip of it. I snipped that. Snip it, ship it, clip it, dip it, trip it. The stuff that's said in the blue post about red is really good. Here we go. Found it. Alright. So this is what they want to do with the red. This isn't, they didn't really give us any info like exactly what they're doing with red pally yet. But this is more or less what they want to do. Well met. First of all, button bloat. They want to remove the amount of buttons you have because you do have a lot of abilities that you really do have to like add together, and just decide a lot of them feel unnecessary and inefficient, which Roach tone them down, which is fine. Just like, I won't say no to them. As long as it's not like a big bad prune or anything. Stacking modifiers. I mean, there's a red pally. You're stacking that Seraphim, you're stacking them wings, you're stacking all the damage procs, debuffs as well, final wreck. That's a lot of things put together. So a lot of us can like agree, like, you know what? There's a lot of stacking in there. A lot of stacking. Doesn't mean we're reducing all the elements of burst damage, but we want to make bursts more purposeful and deliberate while also allowing options to provide sustained damage. That's good. Better sustain or burst. Less buttons in order to make that burst happen. Less things to set up, and then you can do damage. I think it's not a bad idea. Survivability. We can all agree. I mean, it's a paladin with immunities like Blessing of Protection and Bubble. However, they are not super survivable. If you PvP as a red pally, you kind of squish. If you done PvE as a red pally, you also squish because you're in melee. They want to give you a little bit better output in terms of like defensively. I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be a good idea. Looking to strengthen them through a mixture of passive and improvements to active abilities and cooldowns while keeping the crew challenges as a result from being a melee-based spec. Maneuverability. All you have to note is they're not going to be as mobile as rogues, but they want to improve them. You're not going to be as mobile as a rogue. You're not going to be sprinting all over the place. You're not playing like a demon hunter with a two-handed sword and a sense of justice. You know what I mean? So it looks like that at least have it grounded. And then utility, like mostly for PvE content, but like auras, for example. You want to do Diva Aura for your raid, but like Retribution Aura is better. So I just want to kind of figure out exactly what paladins are in terms of utility, because like, why would you bring a paladin when you could just bring like a holy paladin? Why would you bring a red when you can bring a holy and then do exactly the same thing? You know what I mean? So I think it's good. I would love to see something like this for Survival Hunter as well, because I feel like it's an oddball spec. Feral Druid, kind of, sort of. Right now, Feral is like excellent when it comes to AoE damage. So like Mythic Plus is actually getting a bit of play. But like outside of damage, you just don't bring the thing that is unique to you. That like an enhancement totem brings Wind Fury totem kind of deal. You know, and if you want to, I think some of those like oddball specs, I would love to see something like this for them. You know? We don't have something like this for like warlocks or rogues or mages, but all those classes bring something the class brings. Not quite a spec brings. But when you have like competing specs like that, yeah, it'll be kind of nice to see. What does Windwalker bring? Does Windwalker bring anything except damage right now? I think it may be in a similar boat. I might want to consider like future-proof him. Will we do all the classes? I want to do as many classes as I can, Gabriel. Whatever's available. Alright. Where's my man Matukes, man? I want to test out as many builds as I can tonight, boys. As many as I can. I only got a limited amount of classes. Like I got a Warrior on the Rise, Hunter, Priest, Death Knight. Out of all these classes, Shaman got a little bit better. Priest got a lot better. Rogue got a new build. Hunters, I don't think have a new build, but Marksman is different. Druids got a lot of changes, man, in terms of Guardian, in terms of Feral. Ready when you are. What you wanna start with first? Mains? Big key or old key? Oh, it depends on you, my chicks. Whatever you want to do, man. Hey, Dal, how's it going? What's up, Filipino, man? Hope you're having a good one. The melee debuff, right? The monks, they do have a, what, the debuff with like the, I guess there's that, but like all monks bring that. 17 big key first. Alrighty, boys. Yo, chat, we're gonna start off with a big key or big key. It's not a 20. It's not like a 25. It's a 17 haul, but it's gonna be a starter. It's a perfect opportunity for me to show off the new Outlaw Rogue build. Some are saying this is the crazy new build. Somebody on the Rogue Discord posted like a video of like, oh my god, emergency, everybody needs to check out and start playing this build right now. It does a lot of damage. And everybody were like memeing like, haha, wait, hold on. Is it actually like, it's just like such a YouTuber title to it? And I peeped it. And it seems like an okay build. Some are saying it's like a 1% damage increase. I don't know if it's going to be that low, that high. But I'm on right now with Tix if you want to get on. Yo, so this is how you do the build. All you have to do is take the original M+ build. And I guess what you can do is you can go cold blood if you just want to do raw damage, which I think it will, man. I think it will because I got that grapple anyway. And this is what you do. Ready? So this cold blood, we already have a macro, like automatically play cold blood whenever we dispatch, so we're chilling. You remove green skins and place it into count the odds. Now what this does is it basically makes pistol shot less of like a ability you want to use inside of a dance window. So instead of opener vanishes or dances, you're just ambushing the entire time, the whole time. That's all you're doing is ambushing. Pistol shots still are important, but like using between the eyes on cooldown is not as necessary, and you just spend more time pressing dispatch because between the eyes is now a debuff, not a buff, or not a damage ability to proc other abilities. Now with this build, all you're doing is getting yourself a big between the eyes, and then you're just dancing and dispatching, ambushing and dispatch as much as you can inside of your dance windows. You will still press pistol shot like whenever you don't have dance, but you're just basically just focusing on pressing ambushes more than anything now. And then this build naturally will also build you more roll the bones buffs because you have the whole like ambushes can count the odds, like ambushes and dispatches can also build you extra bonus combat buffs, roll the bones buffs. So it makes it pretty good. Like you'll just randomly collect extra buffs which increase your damage. They increase your faster rate of play, more comm point generation, better cooldown reduction. You're just swimming in comm points. You're kind of like, you're never playing like a 2 buff, 1 buff outlaw. You're basically playing 2 buff, 3 buff in some cases. And then you also have stuff like loaded dice where you can just kind of control the amount of dice you have. And you're basically doing roughly about 120k DPS on 5 targets. And more than that. Yeah, what's going on? What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? We're in the Outlaw Rogue build right now, my guy. Gonna check this one out real quickly. It's a new, what is it? The Count the Odds build. Or Ambush build, I guess. Some rogues even drop in the heavy hitter just so you can get a little bit more value in single target, but count the odds. Having a 20% chance to roll the bones instead of 10 is better. But I'm gonna pick heavy hitter because it's a little bit better in pure AoE. But yeah, I want to check out a bunch of builds tonight, Rob. We got Shadow Priest, man. They're on the rise right now. And I want to peep some of the other classes. With Priest, I'm having a hard time figuring out like what build do you run, because there's a lot of different builds and a lot of different guides of like how you play the thing, and I'm just not sure, man. Take my shower as a joke right now. Is it actually that easy, Grundy? Is it like that for all of them? Because I was doing the mage shower for the bear. It's pretty easy right now compared to like how it was. It's very like consistent. If it's like something you can easily overkill with consumables and stuff. What happened to your paladin though? My paladin, I haven't leveled one at all so far, Justice. What's the Dow Pala? I want to start working on one, man. I'm locking this up for a little bit, so I want to get some characters leveled. I definitely want to start leveling characters in my free time, man. Alright, Halls of Valor. Yo, it's gonna take a second for me to get there. Is there any... Wait, hold on. Is the Mage Tower's up? Can you just take a portal near Halls of Valor? Hold on. I'm about to do a big brain play chat. Guardians of Revenge Demon Hunter can tell you super easy. I know for a bear, it doesn't seem all that difficult. It seems like it can consistently do it every single time. Like, as long as you play into like that balance affinity from the first boss, I feel like it makes it so much easier because you don't have to deal with that whole mechanic entirely. And it's just a DPS race at the end of the day. It feels like you can just kind of use that Healy Orb whenever you have like a new wave of enemies, and you can consistently take them out easily. And as long as you have your defenses rotated, it doesn't seem bad at all. Chickens from Emerald are broken again. Chickens from Emerald Dream, as well as there's another one. It's called Gaze of Seath. You get it from Hellfire Citadel. That one does a lot of damage. Although you don't need to do them. You don't need any of the broken items at all. You can actually just do it without like, with just Dragonflight gear. They tuned it fairly well. I don't know what they did, but you definitely do get more damage, more value with using those cheesy trinkets. But you don't need it technically. Like as long as you play the fight right, and you can do it like clockwork consistently. They changed something about it. I'm not sure what it is, but they definitely did change it. They did adjust it. Okay, no portals. I thought for some reason there'd be portals over there, because sometimes there are, and sometimes there aren't. Darkmud Dance Trick, you can pretty much one-shot the boss. Wait a second, which one? One ticket to the team for finals the second week in a row, AP. Oh man, did he get it or did they not get it? Who's winning right now? Assassination gameplay would be nice. I'd love to get some assassination there. Definitely, man. I'd love to try assassination on plus build. See what that's like right now, because that should be a lot better. It's not super popular from what I can tell, but it is a lot better. Like if you're looking to play assassination on plus specifically, it is not the worst in the world. Yeah, Carnage 23s. Is they're pretty good. I do wonder if they're playing like the new Shiv talent though or not. Let me see what this guy's playing. I mean, dude, 85k DPS in a Azure Vault, that's respectable. I do want to see if anybody's playing the Shiv build though. There are 2 O's in the semis. Let's go, dude. Put on assassination and perform the run quad poison 5 target Shiv. That's what I want to give a go to, man. Except that one I think would be better with like a bleed based build, wouldn't it? But yeah, quad poison or double up on your poisons, double up on your deadly, and the what is it? The passive poison. That's good. All right, so we're gonna go like a full like raid build with a traffic here, ignoring this whole middle row entirely. We're just gonna bypass the sneak in to pick up that cold blood. Let's try multiple 2, but we can carry it onto the pack a dragon. Or for me to get mega blasted. We can take it slow if you wanna. Whatever you wanna do, fam. If you wanna lust the first 5-man pack, if you just wanna lust the first 5 pack, and then we can lust the next one, like kill the dragon separately, we can do that too. But yeah, I definitely gotta give Assassination some more runs. I wanna see this Assassination gameplay for sure, boys. For sure. Hero Azure Vault. Yo, I gotta get this done, man. I tried to get a 20 done yesterday. It did not go well. That's all the 20 is done. Congrats, fam. What's your score with that? They gotta update it to use the flasks instead of the elixir files rather than the flasks. Black hole tank trinket on sound challenge is good as well. Seems a lot of damage. What's a black hole trinket? Black hole trinket. I don't remember that one at all. Let's see BM can do in high keys. Are they getting a lot of play? Then maybe black hole trinkets. Counterweight? Notification? Oh, silencing effect. Oh, that could be kind of good actually. Yeah, you're right. Alright, chat. We're gonna try to see how well this build can work out here. We're gonna cleave as much as we can and try to ambush as much as possible. Look at the amount of buffs I'm swimming in, man. We basically got a 5 buff in the opener. We basically got a 5 buff from the start, man. I think that's the advantage of this build, is the fact that you can basically have a 5 buff real often. But the damage is pretty decent. Do I want to use abilities now, or do you just want to save until next charge pack? Ooh, don't bolster him, don't bolster him, don't bolster him. We're gonna bolster the dragon. Or, yeah, we did. Bolster the dragon. Alright. Make sure we DPS the Drake whenever we can. Alright, I got, what is it? Ambush? Oh, vanish? So we can pick up a bunch of buffs. Look at that. Now we're just swimming in buffs, man. 4 buffs, 3 buffs, 2 buffs there for a bit. We got dance back up. Don't want to use dance here. Just finish these guys off. I think I will. Kill the dragon real quickly. Zooming in like a 5 buff right now. That is a pretty big advantage of this build. Is the buffs, man. The amount of buffs I get. That's nutty. That's not bad at all. What kind of build is this guy running? Is just running like the plain build? The normal one? Oh, he's a keep it rolling build. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen an outlaw rogue with a keep it rolling build in such a long while now. Wait, this is weird. So this build also does apparently a lot better in pure single target, because ambushes and getting the roll the bones in pure single target is fantastic. It generally just does really, really well. And then you're ambushing kind of like in between, outside of like vanish, outside of your shatter dances. So you should be able to get a lot of buffs. That's kind of what I usually do in like terms of raids. Like that's how I usually get like a decent parse. It's just like a rolling big buffs. And if you get super, super lucky, you get a lot of value on it. I got my trigger back up. I got my dance back up too. We can just dance. And during vanishes, with this build, you're just ambushing. Because you're just fishing for more buffs. Just fishing for more procs. So you do. Which makes it a little bit easier, because sometimes like you have the whole pistol shot thing, and sometimes you need to know like when do you pistol shot, when do you press other abilities. Here you just ambush. You don't think, you just ambush. Which just makes it a little more consistent, I think. And easier to get into. Probably have to go middle here in a bit. Yep. Definitely gonna have to move middle in just a moment. Let's go Grief Torch. Get the Grief Torch value. Doing 70k DPS, that's not terrible. Not amazing, but it's not terrible. Let's get a better roll the bones buff. That'll work. Try to see if I can maybe get a couple ambushes inside of this window. There we go. So 62k, I mean, I guess it's alright. I feel like if I went in like full trinkets, full everything, would have been okay. Okay, mages in game 3, dude. Oh no. Don't hurt my man C-Work. Wait, who's the Archmage playing? Apparently, from what I've seen, with a little bit of being able to peep, apparently every spec is getting played in the AWC right now. All specs of mages, all specs of rogues. But then again, rogues are really insane right now in general. So I'm not surprised all the rogue specs are getting play. A lot of them are playing Assassination from what I've seen though. From a little bit of that I've been able to peep. Where's the guy that does the heal? Is that the guy? I think it's the guy that does the heal. Mystic? There we go. As long as you can interrupt the Holy Radiance cast, we'll be fine. Rune. Let's see if I can maybe back up. And just make sure we kill the Shield Maiden. Yeah, like this build, I mean, we're doing 122k DPS. Then again, we also do have good gear, so like that is something to remember. So I don't know if how much of this is just the build that's doing it, or how much is it just like gear that's doing it too. You know what I mean? Like, to be fair. Although it is kind of nice is going into AD trash pack and just doing like 100k DPS guaranteed with just the amount of buffs you get. You will get some moments where you're just rolling low though with this setup. You will get moments where you're just rolling like no good buffs whatsoever. So that's gonna suck when that happens. Let's go for Grief Torch. Just for big value. We got Dance here, so we're just gonna put it into Maiden, I think. And you want to put Between the Eyes only as a debuff. You don't actually want to use Between the Eyes all often. That's something you need to remember not to do. Just you press Dispatch because it's your one big button. Dispatches, ambushes, maybe pistols, sometimes Sinister Strikes, but for the most part, you're just putting that Between the Eyes as a debuff, and you're just slamming those dispatches back to back, hoping for them lucky crits. And you can see the damage that it does. Surprisingly consistent. Even though I got somebody to play WAC. Let's go, dude. Memeing about saying nerf Red. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Red. Dude, Red, even though you guys are more sustained based, you still got a bit of a bite to you. You still definitely have a bit of a bite to you. Wait, you want to do middle? Some groups don't even do middle, but whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, my guy. Whatever you want to, however you want to run it. So the problem is we got that one that's going to be doing casting. So what can you really do in that one? I guess you back him up behind the corner. If we are going to line the sun, and we need to all line the sun like super hard in the opener, we can just be like partial line this. Oh, okay, that's not great. So now none of these guys can really get interrupted. That was probably not the play we were trying to make, huh? I'm gonna guess. Gonna just take a gander here. Probably not what we were trying to do. We definitely want to kill him because he's just gonna get bolstered. But etches, oh, we can silence those. I didn't know that. So etch you can silence. Normally you can't kick him, but you can silence him. And maybe rogues can vanish him. Maybe we as rogues can maybe vanish him. Give him a little bit of fire, a little bit of pepper. Well, she's eventually gonna walk over, and I guess maybe I can blind her. Messy pull, but hey, 80k DPS, I'll take it. Maybe just stay in, come in. No one wanted to come in, and we were playing safe. Yeah, if you were gonna do that one, I feel like we can't just be like partial line deciding. That's what a lot of groups do, is like they'll always have like, there'll be the tank that'll run in and you're like, oh wait, maybe we should run away. So then the tank will line of sight, but then the DPS will just be out in the open. Oh god, that is so... They're so close. I don't want to blade rush over there. I'm not gonna blade rush over there. I'm trying to keep a max range. Okay, which one are we to the left? What's the left? Looks like Rogue spec, oh, the Assassin able to play. Guess I'm trying to play Rogue. Dude, Assassin's really, really good right now. Yeah, if you're gonna be playing Rogue, man, now is the time to do it. Assassination is a great spot, man. Rogue in general is in a good spot. So if you're looking to play A class and you got a Rogue, Rogue is in a fantastic area right now. Rogue generally has been pretty good for a bit now. So if you haven't played one, now is the time to brush them off. Dust off the old Rogue, give it a go. Give it a good old run. Take that thing into raids, into dungeons. It's good everywhere right now. Well, depends on which spec you're gonna play though. But there's usually a spec for the occasion. A spec for every occasion. Sounds like it's like a cake commercial. A cake for every occasion. I wish I had the dude's trinket right now, that storm trinket, because it's really, really good for AoE in particular. Also gotta not use Between the Eyes as often as I do, man. I gotta stop using that button. I just gotta put it up once and just not think about it again. Cross skill game 3, both rogues deleted. Oh no, unfortunate. Needs to be nerfed to the ground. You think so, Jonathan? Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe we should just nerf rogues. I feel like a lot of people would be pretty happy, especially in PvP, if rogues just were like, this does not exist. Just because, like, there's a lot of people that don't really understand rogues super well. Like, you'll still have people to this day that will end up trinketing a sap. I feel like part of it is, like, hey, maybe we should delete rogues, right? It's my favorite class. But, hey, maybe we're just way too strong. Maybe people are alright. But while we still have people trinketing a sap, I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Is it really us being strong, or is it somebody making a silly little mistake? Oh, you're gonna die. Yeah, you definitely want to kite these things. Oh god. Unfortunate. Blessing of Protection would have been fantastic, but maybe is Pod playing? Is he a melee caster build, or is he like a? What build is he actually? We did get a B-res. I guess I'll just stay dead. Rogues are not hard to PvP, especially with the setup synergy that don't need to be nerfed. Are hard to play PvP. You know what? That's what some people say. Like, you know what? Rogues actually take a little bit of skill. I think you have people on the flip side like, dude, rogue take no skill. Just a cheap shot, cheap shot, cheap shot, cheap shot, cheap shot. Just throw a billion stuns at people. Just keep stunning them over and over and over. So, all three specs are S tier, are all content, mythic, raid, PvP, AoE, single target survivability. Maybe. Leveling, haven't added that one. Transmogs, we got some dope mogs, man. S tier in the transmog department. Some of the best mogs the game has ever produced. Not the best, but some of the best. Oh god. Aggro. Did I tricks? I did tricks too. That's what's weird. I don't really have the energy to go full ambushing here. Now I do. Alright, let's just ambush down. Oh god. Please keep him close. Nice. I didn't get any buffs there, man. That was unfortunate. Just gotta guzzle. Just guzzle. Now, with that whole go just there with the ambush, I didn't get any procs for buffs whatsoever. But the damage is still kind of decent-ish. At times. Not amazing, just decent-ish. I feel like that would be like one of those departments where maybe it should be doing like 200k DPS. But just getting more consistent like uses of ambushes, I feel like does help quite a bit too. Plus also trinkets. Trinkets do carry me quite a bit. Now that I got my whetstone, man, I feel like I'm getting carried by whetstone. Like real hard. I don't really feel like I need to play my class anymore. Whetstone just kind of plays the game for me. You just press it, you do all the damage. That felt fantastic, by the way. Going for those ambushes back to back and just getting all those buffs back and forth. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. We get another advantage here in a bit. I'll probably just burn into the next guy. Yeah. Alright, what do we do here? I'm not the greatest buff in the world, but we'll take it. Not a lot. What are my buffs at, man? Oh no, where are my buffs at? I don't like that. Didn't get any buffs from that one. Now I'm getting buffs. Okay, now I'm getting buffs. As the guy's dead. Again, I gotta stop using between the eyes as often as I do. I just gotta stop pressing a button. It doesn't actually do anything except debuff him. But you get a lot more dispatches this way, and you also, in a way, do get a lot more uses out of your ambush and a pistol shot when you play this build, because you're not really adding that between the eyes or using pistol shot to kind of break your sequence of your ambushes nearly the same way. So it is technically better, like this build and the way it plays. Look, I've just got a buff, got another buff. Hold on, try to see if I can get another buff. Potentially, got a buff out of that one. We got a buff maybe. Double ambushes are really, really good, by the way. Oh my god. I think it's another thing you end up doing a lot too. Is you end up double ambushing and letting that be this full value. When you play this ambush like focus build. Where ambush is like your highest priority ability. And I've held on to a skull and crossbones buff for so long now. God, they made it so much more dodgeable. Oh, we can still do it, I think. I cloaked a little early, didn't I? I may not have anything for this one here. Oh, this may be bad. I can faint. I can use Vanish like to heal myself too. Okay, she's dead. Nice. 71k. I mean, 74. I'll take it. That's okay damage. I did get 2 grief torches out of it. Yeah, this build actually does feel kind of good though, chat. This build does feel kind of good. Gotta run the dogs. Have a great unit. Yeah, it's all good, man. The Shiv is the issue. It was receiving 2 times Shiv charges, and now it's not receiving any. And now it's fine receiving AoE Shiv. Yeah, it's a Shiv with 2 charges with that hemo, so you can go full damage poisons, and it cleaves. And now it cleaves, and it makes you take bleed damage as well as poison damage. So it's a lot going on for sure. There's definitely quite a lot going on at once. But right now, hey, as it is right now, take advantage of it, man. Get some play as assassination if you're gonna play that rogue at all. Assassin is definitely in a good spot right now. Definitely in a very, very playable spot. We get thundering? Wait, did we just get thundering and like you just not do anything? Or did it just almost pass out? Because I felt my screen kind of darken for a moment. Or maybe we just insta cleared. God, Slicey Maelstrom is so good. Playing double on use trinket feels awkward at times, but it's not too terrible when your trinkets just do an incredible amount of damage. Just an absolute astronomical amount of damage. Uh-oh. Did it die to the stag? Is that what killed him? Uh-oh, I don't want to run over there. Oh! Yeah, that does hurt a lot, actually. The breaking charge actually does hurt a ton. Alright. There we go. Wow, my damage was terrible there, man. Damage was definitely terrible there. Yeah, so you guys actually, I could see, I don't know, man. I could see them, I couldn't really see them nerfing rogues at the moment right now, though. Like, if they were gonna nerf rogues, I just couldn't, I feel like I could see that for the next patch. Because right now, like, at this point, like, if you were to nerf rogues, I mean, it really would shake up the meta by a lot. And there's still a lot of people progress, let's say, like, raid bosses, and they usually don't tend to nerf classes too early. Like, once the meta has mostly been established, they don't generally tend to cut it off. They either try to cut it off really, really early, or they'll try to do the opposite of, like, instead of, like, nerfing a class, they'll try to just buff everybody else to kind of make it more even. And I feel like so far in Shadow 5, they try to buff classes to make things a bit more even. Also, by the way, I'm really, really bad getting hit by those AoE, so that's my fault there. But I just have enough health, just enough health to survive it, dude. Just enough. I want to see what my overall is going to be at the end of this. I feel like it's going to get brought down with boss damage. My boss damage has definitely not been fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, the buffs. Oh, the buffs. Oh, the buffs. Dancing. Just ambushing and dispatching, man. That's all we're doing. Ambushing and dispatching. Not bad. Yeah, I'll take it. Like 70-ish K single target is fine, I think. I feel like it could be a lot better though, like close to 80. But that'll work. A couple of stags, more deadly master EX, and 4 tons. Dude, yeah. Stags and EX actually do quite a bit of damage. You'd be very, very surprised. IRL too. Uh-oh, that's a lot of doggies. This is gonna be pain. Stay in the ring, otherwise pain. Well, actually pain regardless. Let's just dance this. If I can get a lot of buffs from dance. The fact that also double ambushes, oh, the amount of buffs they can draw in is just insane. Look at that, 5 buff. Literally 5 buff for this pull. For like a couple of seconds, 5 buff. I think that's the biggest advantage of this build, is the fact that you can just get super, super buffed up. And it happens so often, you're just swimming in calm points. Because of the ambush buff synergy. It's just ridiculously good. With a big AoE here. More ambushes. God, the ASUS melted. I don't know if he wants a turtle, feign death, or whatever he got. Bob, just don't run now! Oh, he doesn't know, dude. He doesn't know! Why? You're trolling us. Aren't you trolling this run? Is it trolling if he doesn't know? Hold on, I can do this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can time it, man. If you time it, he just doesn't do the leaps. Just like Cujo back in BFA. You have to make sure this guy's midair before you vanish. And he just, like, resets and just doesn't do anything. His whole AI just completely bugs out. Just does not function at all. It is awesome. Just needs a little bit of timing. Mages can do it, hunters can do it, feign death is fantastic. Invis, actually like insta-invis, like the improved invis, is what you're gonna need in order to be able to pull that off. But if you can, oh, does it feel good, man. The blade is no longer that bad because now it doesn't like last permanently. So it's not like you can just like bypass it and trying to bypass it. But it's still just good if you can do it. Timing this gets a lot harder than Kujo though. Kujo just got like, he's leaping at you, he's midair, you hit a vanish, and you're good. There's plenty of a window. With this guy, he needs to be like midair, halfway to you basically, if you've got a good distance on him. Like he's about to land on you, you vanish, he kind of like resets for a second, and then it's like back in the fight. That's kind of what you gotta do. What's up, just hiding my man? Do you moose, do you have moose in your area? I don't have moose, mice, meese in my area. No, not where I live. Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised to see a moose in my area. I think it'd be a little more up north. Need to go a little bit further, because I'm kind of like by the beach. I'm nowhere close. Watch out for the shot. Just gotta guzzle this. Just because it does a ton of damage. Also, yo, Green Torch with Maelstrom as a brew. That's massive. God, it's so good. Yeah, this is a really good build, chat. So far, I've been liking it a lot. I feel like this is easier to play. Like if you play the current Outlaw, you've been looking for like an easier build to play. This is easier. It's like a lot less managing. It's kind of like a, you see ambush, you press ambush type of play style, which is kind of nice. And your dance phases feels like you're properly like having a dance phase. Like you're just spamming that ambush inside of that phase. You're not really trying to figure out like what your next finisher should be. Yo, Unique Foxy, how you doing, my guy? Hey, welcome back, welcome back. It says new member, but I know you've got yourself more than 1 month. My man, yo, can we get a hashtag Unique Foxy in chat, boys? Showing appreciation for the wonderful, wonderful membership, my guy. Thank you so much, bud. Appreciate ya. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, how you doing? 2 months? Wait, let's go, dude. The Unique Foxy. Let's go, my guy. Appreciate you, my man. Yo, thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I see them. Be careful of moose fish. Huh? I'm actually confused. I'm actually... Moose fish. Working red pally? Yo, my guy. Now it's time to do it. Hope you enjoy it, man. Pretty fun. We got a lot of changes in 10.05. So hopefully you don't mind the recent changes I've gotten, man. I gotta start working on mine as well. I was thinking maybe we finish up on Monk real quickly just because Brewmaster's pretty good right now. Or gotten a lot better than before. And then also those Woundwalker Mistweaver, I want to give those a try as well. But I can only work on one alt at a time. I was thinking maybe prioritize monk and then maybe do something like a paladin or finish up my mage, get the warlock up and running. Is there like specific order you want to do these guys? Because usually I see people do dudes on the left and then dudes on the right. But maybe there's like, because I know they have different damage abilities depending on which one you're fighting. So I wonder if there's like a better strategy for it, or if a strategy like, okay, we have a caster heavy group, let's do these guys first. Or we have a melee heavy group, let's do these guys first. Because I'm trying to remember like if we did that in Legion, you may have to like min-max it. You know what bloody is? Your bloody favorite is me. What's up, Dennis Rabbit? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. How you doing, man? Check it out, the Ambush Owl Rogue build that drops green skin to pick up count the odds, so I can just be swimming in 5/5 and roll the bones buffs. Just in 5 buffs constantly. We're gonna go for ambushes here, trying to see if I can collect a bunch of buffs. Didn't collect any. But we still have what is it? Ambush and vanish ambush. The more ambushes I can use, the more chance I have of just rolling buffs. Look, 3 buff right now. We're chilling with 3 buffs. I'm trying to see if I can collect more. Every time you dispatch and every time you ambush, there's a chance you roll another buff. 4 buffs right now. Chilling with 4 buffs. 5 buffs. So basically just built up to a 5 buff and had that for a couple of seconds. That's the strength of this build. Is the ability you can just like build up to roll the bones buffs. Every time you have ambush. Every time you have dance. The playstyle is a little different for this build, but it's a lot easier. Like dispatch, ambush, every single one of them has a chance of rolling me a buff. Although I'm not getting lucky right now. It's about 10%. Because if you only put 1 point into the talent node. It's pretty decent though. And you can do decent damage out of it as well. Most like 2, 3, 5 target trash backs, I'm doing like 100k DPS. Give up the 8, dude. I miss his voice lines, man. I did miss it. It was like, no, I'm Scoville. Yo, that is every day. Thanks so much for the note, my man. Yo, can we get a hashtag Thanos in chat, man? Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful one, my man. I appreciate you. That is very, very generous of you. All right, let's go between the eyes and go for a. Oh, there's the alert, my man. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trying to see if I can get a decent roll the bones buffs out of this. Let's build. Okay. Oh, that's a mistake. I don't know how we did that. Do you use other abilities? Yeah, so you can't really use other abilities. Or you're kind of limited on what you could do during that phase. During that stage. Trying to see if I can vanish off here. Die? I mean, I guess I'll die. Let's try to see if I can vanish. Because I don't necessarily need to die. Who's like vanish? Reset it. One less target. There we go. Oh no, dude. I do miss his voice lines though. So what happened there? Were you channeling something? The spell Expel Harm does that? Yeah, certain spells will cause you to drop shield. So no Dragon Breath. Some tanks just use shield and hold it just to be safe. Yeah, I do hope they update the shield so like you could use all your basic combat abilities and trinkets and stuff while holding the shield. It seems the only gods will die in this game. I'm curious about abilities, but they cannot be channeling spells such as a Grief Torch. So for him, instead he used what is it? He used Expel Harm or Breath. He says it broke because of breath or because of Expel Harm. I don't know if those things are supposed to break it or not, but that's unfortunate, man. It happens though. Yeah, good run so far. I agree. After this chat, I want to see if I can maybe check out Shadow Priest, unless we get like a really big key out of this one. I'd love to peep some Priests, man. Priests are really, really good. Hunters are kind of good, but I don't think there's a new build though. Although I do love me some survival. Shaman as a resto are also really, really good. I don't know if they're gonna be like meta, but their damage is substantially being increased, man. Substantial damage increases. Disc Priest apparently is really good now though. Disc Priest is also really good. Priest on the rise, man. Massive. How you doing? What's up, Shane? Happy having a good one, my man. Dude, checking out some builds. We got an Outlaw Rogue build that drops a green skin to pick up, count the odds, which results in you ambushing as much as humanly possible and then rolling a 5 buff without pressing roll the bones. Let me show you what it more or less looks like. Hopefully I get lucky with the RNG. So you surrender when in death. I'll ambush for all the buffs. We got 2. We're gonna ambush as much as possible here in the opener. Dispatching and ambushing and hoping to collect some buffs out of this. So we got 3 buffs. Ambush. Or dance build. 3 buffs. 4 buffs. So now we have 4 buffs for a little bit here. Try to see if I can collect another one. So we're basically a 2+ buff Outlaw Rogue now. We can have more than just that amount of buffs. What the? Okay, so him picking up the shield also breaks my trinket too. Wonderful. Understandable. It seems fair. That's unfortunate. That actually is unfortunate. Look, 3 buffs. So this build basically just constantly swimming in buffs. You have usually, it's very common for you to have more than 2 buffs available. Like I'm gonna roll for a good set of buffs. I got the good one, Skull and Crossbones, so I can ambush a lot more often. Ambushes keep rewarding me with more buffs. I'm gonna vanish, ambush, 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 finisher, pistol shot, ambush, finisher. I have Dance back up very, very soon. Dance is up. Trying to see if I can get those double ambush procs. 3 buffs again. So this build just swims 4 buffs now. It just swims in roll the bones buffs. And uses it between the eyes not as a damaging ability, but rather just as a debuff. So you end up using your dispatch a lot, you end up using ambush a lot, you end up benefiting from your tier set quite a bit too. Those guys like in the worst spot possible. Wait, you can actually get kind of behind him. That's not that bad, I guess. But it's really, really strong. All in all, it's very, very strong. A lot more rogues are trying it out. Bernie's doing the damage that people are looking for. 71k DPS. Like, this build with Roll the Bones does really well in single targeted because Roll the Bones increases the damage of your output fairly substantially. Fairly substantial increases, I'd say. Pop another one of these. Man, I was stuck as normal. It's a good, my guy. You gotta start somewhere, right? Hope they get your stuff, man. How's it going, mate? Long time since I've been here. Would you like to recommend a healer DPS these days? Yeah, a healer and a DPS. Yeah, if you're looking to play healer, Restoration Druid and Evokers are fantastic as the healer. Evoker DPS is also really, really good as a caster. Otherwise, Mages are good, Warlocks are pretty good, Shadow Priest are on the rise, Rogues, Demon Hunters, and I want to say like Windwalkers right now, and Shamans are excellent melee, dude. That's quite a lot of choices. Disc Priest is another one, also getting a lot better. Gotten a lot more recognition recently. Disc Priest is a fantastic choice. Okay, we got a big dance here, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of buffs. I'm gonna stick on Odin as best as we can. We're gonna get gripped in a bit, so we'll probably cleanse ourselves. Just gonna burn this guy real quickly. Yeah, it was insta. I probably should have saved Gift Torch for the boss anyway. But those ads can sometimes be a bit of a doozy. That's unlike people usually struggle to like, oh, where's the ad? And then you end up not killing it, and then everybody just suffers. Up a heal. Uh-oh. Man's almost died. Oh, really good buff. Okay, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of rolled ones here, chat. Let's ambush as much as we can, just chipping away at the boss. Where's this ad? There he is. Hopefully he runs to us. Nice. How do we do overall? Because now it's just bad. No way I only did 77k, yeah? There's no way I only did 77. I thought it should have been a lot more. Okay, apparently it's not as high as I thought it was going to be. Yes, there's some moments where I did a ton of damage, but where did I do poorly in AoE? So opener in trash was fantastic. Boss damage was kind of mediocre. Trash on here was not that great. Boss damage was alright. Trash damage for the God King Scalpel was not great either. I guess it's just like you get a lot of good pulls at the very beginning. I think it all depends how big you do in the opener and how... I don't know. I felt like this was going to be a lot stronger of a build, actually. I felt like my damage was more or less about the same, though. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm swimming in buffs. Like, Roll the Bones is constantly active. They have buffs constantly available. But, I don't know. That one felt kind of weird. I guess it worked out. Anyone need a cloak? Anyone need cloak? Because I don't want it. 204 or 402. That's pretty good. What's up, Oni? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. One arms for the challenge at level 63. Why? Wait, maybe that's what that rune was scaling with you super well. Do you think Assassination Mage Tower will be easier now with better survivability we have in DF? For sure. I think it'll be a lot better. I think Assassination Challenge wasn't bad back in Zelda, but this is pretty good right now. Are we doing more or are we done ski? What did that turn into? We get in the phase 2 constantly learning as we go. Hey, that's pretty good, man. Gotta start somewhere, right? You start a normal or heroic or whatever you can. Once you defeat the boss, you get the loot and you can do heroics and stuff. Everybody gotta do it somewhere, man. Done on C3, that's pretty good. Hell yeah. That's not bad at all. Have you gotten the one for... Jake, have you gotten the one to do on every spec in the game? Because yeah, I know you have a lot of ults, man. I know you got a bunch of stuff leveled. I heard you would do... I heard you would over DPS the check, but living was something completely different. Yeah, I think living came down to just like rotating cooldowns, using stuns and your blinds, and a lot of it just fanonizing just like rotting things. Yeah, I think if you're if you're struggling with survivability, definitely like with leeching poison together with what else do we have for survivability? Because you don't really run soothing here, but you can go master poisoner, I guess, to I guess it doesn't really help leeching because leeching is not really a poison anymore, is it? But nimble fingers together with iron stomach, I think would definitely help you survive a lot better. Having that gouge would also be helpful as well because you can just gouge a cast or just gouge an ability. I think that'll help you a ton. Picking up gouge and then just gouging Surja so you don't need to like blind her and AFK with her. Just gouge her as she's trying to get a cast off and then start AoEing her down. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that'll probably end up helping quite a bit. Recuperator, I guess, yeah, with Recuperator together with Leech Poison, I imagine you should have a lot of healing. A lot of sustain. With Assassination Tree, I don't think there was anything when it comes to survivability. But double shadow steps are definitely going to be helpful when it comes to like moving out of the way. That would definitely help. What are we queuing into? Ancient Azure? Do we actually want to do that Ancient Azure, man? Oh no, dude. Oh no. Are we doing it? Are we actually doing it? I thought I was going to do some alt stuff. Oh no, Ancient Azure. That sounds like a nightmare for a key. I have Convergence of Fate, CDR, Deathmark when using the ability. I was gonna try to pod from Nightmare. I don't know about Convergence of Fates if that would work. But Blizzard just uncap Valor, increase the value you need to upgrade. We need so much, be so much better. I don't disagree with that statement. Don't disagree, man. I got myself a Whetstone. I'm trying to see if I can upgrade that thing whenever I can. Almost got my Valor. Actually, I am Valor cap right now. I'll be able to upgrade the Whetstone one more time, I think. No, I can't. I guess I gotta wait till next week. I don't disagree with you though. Yeah, I do think they should have. So I hope they uncap it soon. Because like they got the tier set crafting, which is catch-ups. They added more world content for catch-ups for alts. The you know, it just feels like it's like a catch-up season now, right? We're halfway through this patch. Now is the time to get some catch-ups for alt stuff and stuff. Azure Vault feels spicy to tank. I imagine so, man. But I imagine like as long as you're like super careful, like you'll be fine. We definitely needed more damage. Like if you want to do like higher keys, the group-wide damage is to be a lot higher. Like 100. If everybody could do like 100k DPS, like, will be golden. But yeah. Any news? Yeah, I haven't gotten anything yet, man. As soon as we have something, I'll have a video on it. I'll probably have an announcement and everything. But I do agree with you boys though. I think Valor and Conquest maybe could get uncapped at this point. Because like, how nice would it be to just like go and play your ults right now, and you can just grind it out in a single sitting. We could do some stuff on our Hunter performance anxiety. We could do some old stuff our Hunter bud. All good. Whatever we want to do. I'd love to get some alts done. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Shane, hey, how you doing, fam? Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Can we get a hashtag Shane, boy? Showing appreciation. Shane, have fun using the emotes in the stream as much as you want to. I really don't care if you end up spamming them. The emotes are all for you to use. Also, connect your YouTube account that you become a member with over on Discord. Link in the description or whenever Nightbud throws it up on screen or in the chat. And you get a special role just for you. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really do appreciate ya. Thank you. Just crap because you just crap because I have my tier upgrade. So both rings and trinkets, all best but low item level. Yeah, that was like it's all about getting that valor, man. Fueling that gear. I agree with you on that one, man. I think it'd be kind of nice, just like a lot of people like just want to play the game just to grind out their character, get all the valor they need. Plus, I think if you were to uncap valor, it's gonna help out so many players that are trying to get like their characters all caught up. They'll be doing lower level keys, and you'll have high level players helping them just so they can get valor, while those guys are trying to get gear. It's just gonna like really just recycle things super well. It's gonna recycle back into the community. Really enjoy the content. So I want to share some love. I appreciate you, Shane. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. What I want is for them to make Primal Chaos and Concentrated Chaos account bound. Dude, how nice would that be? If you can get those gumballs and you could send them to your ults, or if you could send Primal Chaos to your ults. I don't disagree with that. I think the problem with that be though, I think the reason why they don't want to do that is one, Primal Chaos is actually pretty easy to farm. Like as you gear your character, like you're doing dungeons, as you're killing rares or bosses, you get a lot of Primal Chaos just for playing the game. However, if you just like have a fresh new character that just wants to craft a bunch of high item level gear immediately, you kind of need to play the game in order to be able to like do that. So if they made this account wide though, I feel like it would create a problem where players would feel like they have to play ults, and those ults have to collect Primal Chaos, and then you can fuel that Primal Chaos to like your main or whatever if they ever need to recraft gear, right? So it's like you would do a full raid on your main, get Primal Chaos, full raid on your ult now, get Primal Chaos, full raid another character, get Primal Chaos, and you have to do like this list of activities to get the most Primal Chaos on every one of your characters, and then funnel them to a main character. I do think this, like I feel like that would create that kind of an issue. But I'm trying to think of like, is that still worth it though? You know what I mean? Because I think that's what it really comes down to. I think it's fantastic to have your main and be able to gear them up and be able to catch up your ults quickly. I think that maybe outweighs the potential negatives of it. So I don't disagree. I wouldn't want players to feel like they need to maintain ults just to like, you need to have a Giga Gear main to get ults up and running. I'd want to find a way where, like, let's say a new player joining patch 10.05 has not played so far, has the same ability to catch up as everybody else. I would want to have some kind of like a different way for people to be able to catch up, right? Where my ults, like I have a main and I'm trying to gear up an ult and my ult is able to catch up. I want my ult to be able to catch up in the same way, the same speed as a new player who hasn't touched the expansion at all and is just joining in. I feel like that would feel a lot better, right? I feel like that would probably be better, because then it wouldn't be one of those like, oh, you're constantly behind because you didn't start the expansion at the very beginning. Does that make any sense? Hopefully I'm making some semblance of sense here. You join the Discord? Let's go, dude. Thanks so much, boys. Super fun seeing y'all there. Because now you almost have access to you boys immediately. In the Discord, by the way, if you connect your YouTube account with Discord, you go to the bottom left of Discord. Should be user settings. There we go. Cran actually posted exactly how to join, how to add the role to yourselves. But you see what I mean? Like, I feel like they should just find a way to just like giga supercharge the amount of Primal Chaos you get for like every rare you kill, or every daily you do, every treasure you loot, right? Imagine if like it gave you like 50 for everything you did. You'd be able to catch up with Primal Chaos very quickly. Very quickly. Just do it as like a catch-up thing when they uncap Valor. Yeah, get a ton of chaos. They should just add the amount of chaos you get from other basic activities. So like you just go on your ult, you go get some world quest gear, and by the time you're done getting some world quest gear, you have like 200 primal chaos. It takes you like 10 minutes out in the open world, and here you got primal chaos. Or maybe make it so like the primal invasions drop a lot of primal chaos, so you can just go grind out. You're doing it anyway to get the what is it? You're doing it to get the elemental overflow anyway, right? And trying to get the storm sigils. so you can upgrade the gear, and you also get primal chaos on top of it. You can just craft some stuff immediately. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be really good. But yeah, you get a lot of primal chaos just from playing the game, but like, you feel like you need gear before you can start playing the game, so it's just like a cash weighing shit type of system. You know what I mean? Dude, I still need to get myself one of these mounts, man. I'm yet to get one. I need to get the Raza mount, dude. I've been doing Raza so much on Heroic. It's normal with the guild. So we're doing some old stuff? Let me ask. Old stuff? Let me see. I'm trying to see if we can maybe get some Kazarite rods cracked. Nobody wants one. Nobody needs one. Nobody wants one. Oh, I can make that. Huge. And I made a bit of gold out of that. Hell yeah. Crafted. I think it's my first time I crafted that thing too. Is that new knowledge? Probably isn't new knowledge. It is? Hell yeah. That was awesome. Alright, what the hell do I put points into now? Did I just put in like skill? Have this unlocked. I guess I just put points into skills now, yeah? Because I do want to do these eventually, like unlock all of my what is it? Max out all of my gear that I can craft. I think that would be very, very healthy if I did that. Can I put points into skill anywhere at all? Infuse reagents into the specialization. They just do mail crafting, I guess. I guess I could just start learning mail crafting recipes too. Might as well. So my jigs is gone. I think we're doing some old stuff instead, chat. I hate to be maxed out on valid points when to get it more. It's like upgrade chicken. I know, that's how I feel though, Gabriel. I got myself, dude, we finally got the whetstone and I'm so excited to get it up and running to max. It is so strong. Up in my warrior. Okay. Because look at this trinket, dude. Look at the both of them, man. They're so good. Yo, what gear is that warrior, man? What item love that thing? Grab a node so we can get a Jade 15. Yo, 15 Jade. Ooh, which of my ults can do a 15 Jade, man? I know that Shaman can do it, but I think the Priest can also do it, man. I think, chat, I'll let you guys decide what we play next, man. I know that the Priest can do Jade 15. I believe the new Shadow Priest in the name of Jig can do. This thing can pipe. We could do a lot of AoE. I just need to get the right build for it. But I think we could do a ton of damage with it. What's that? Does it drop for me? Dude, I thought same. For me, it didn't even drop for me. It dropped for a Demon Hunter who had a 375 trinket. Oh, 372 item level trinket. He gave me the whetstone instantly. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even ask me a question. I was like, yo, I saw that he has a bad trinket. It's a 20. I don't know why this guy's running a 20 with a 372 trinket. I have no idea. But I was like, yo, do you by chance not do the whetstone? Immediately traded, press accept. Wanted out of his bags immediately. I was so surprised. I had no idea. Enhance? Yo, I should do enhance key. Should we do enhance key, Chad? I haven't done enhance key in a while. Let's you decide. Shaman or Priest or Evoker. Evoker didn't get anything new, but I know that Evoker can do a 15 easily. Can't get much done, but I know it can do a 15. Guaranteed. What a legend. Dude, actually a legend. My goodness. We didn't even time the key either. Where's it? Somebody paladin? Dude, pod. It's level 16. It's still stuck in the instant playing lens, man. It's in the artifact. What is it? In the order hall, man. Paleo order hall still. As priest, enhance. So which one are we doing? Because enhance didn't change much, but I definitely want to play enhance some more because I know it's really good right now. Apparently, it's insane in terms of single target and AoE damage. If they ask, yes, yeah, I know, right? Exactly, dude. Yeah, did a court key disgusting? Wait, they got 2 whetstones from their quarter stars. Addons said it, guildies did a court and 2 whetstones dropped. Bro. Nah. Dude, that could have been somebody for the chat, man. The stole our whetstones, man. They took them all. Acid Rain was sick. We could go Acid as well. Acid Rain, yeah, we could actually play Restoration. Acid is really good right now. Go for the big Shaman slaps. Alright, let's do Shaman. The question is, chat, do we play the Acid Rain Healing Shaman, which could do big damage while healing my allies, or do we play that enhancement? Enhancement didn't get changed at all. Or Ellie. Ellie got changed. Ellie got buffed. Ellie just got buffed all across the board. I could probably do 15 on that thing. That thing is actually kind of geared. Shaman is actually kind of geared. Actually got a little bit of gear. 396 should be able to do 15 just fine. Acid, slapper boy girl. Where can I go? Where can I put my pictures? Discord. If you just throw them in a general section, if you got any screenshots or whatever you want to post there, you can do it there. Doesn't work in the YouTube chat though. Seems like everyone's whetstone finally got it. I know, dude. Let's see, Ellie pump. Oh my god, now you guys all over the place. Someone's saying enhance, someone's saying Ellie, someone's saying resto. Enhance is sick, but I wanted to see elemental buffs. Alright, that's good for me, man. Good enough for me. We'll go elemental. I feel pretty confident in my Ellie. I am gonna play the lightning bolt build though. I think I'm gonna play the lightning bolt because it synergizes better with the buffs that we've gotten. Yeah, I think it's better. I think it's better. Oh yeah, warrior. My god, that thing is gonna be huge. Here we go. Or I could play the lava build because flame shock did get buffed, but I guess you do both. The flame shocks and chain on either one. Are you out of Maryland? I don't think I am out of Maryland. No. Why? Maryland is like what, Virginia? No. A lot of my guildies I think are, but not me. Let me see if I can pick up. I gotta pick up good flasks, man. Let me get a good one. Let me get a good one. Good one is gonna be. It is gonna be flask of. I could do versatility, but elemental chaos is out of my pocket, out of my budget. Never mind. Versa. This is a Versa. And since I'm not running like a lava build, I could go haste rune, couldn't I? I think haste rune will be good. It's howling, right? Howling rune. Howling rune. We'll get a good one. As long as I don't press this button, which I'm gonna actually take off of my bars. As long as I don't press that, we'll be a-okay. We'll probably want like one more melee, maybe. We got a hunter, warlock. Okay, that'll work. I was gonna say one more melee, but I guess that's fine too. I was gonna pick up food, but I'm probably gonna die, so I'm not gonna do that. Is it Jade? Is this Jade? Where are we going? Let's say Jade. Okay, cool. Always out of budget, Shaman. Dude, Shaman is just completely just empty pockets, man. Empty pockets. See some more UI, leveling talent tree. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually really clean. Pick up my UI and the item level and talent tree. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want to play some Destro, man. I gotta level that thing. I think that'd be so fun. Destro, playing some Affy, Demo. Destro's just so... I feel like Destro is one of the specs that I can always enjoy no matter the expansion. As long as it's like not underperforming. Yo, mate, I did Acid Raid build. It was so good. It's gonna get nerfed. I don't know, man, because right now for Shaman, they have to choose between damage or healing, while some of the other healers could do damage while healing, or healing while they do damage. I feel like Shaman has to choose one or the other. So I don't know. I feel like there's one thing that's gonna give him like even a bit of a competitive edge. Like this priest is already better than Shaman right now. It's ridiculous. I hope not. I definitely hope not. For Shaman to work because the heroic takes all the money. True. I actually do this on my ults all the time, man. Some of my ults are professions, and someone wants to run into like BOEs or items that can sell, like purples that they can enchant and disenchant, and maybe like turn into crystals, and crystals sell pretty good on the auction house. And whenever my ults are sitting on a lot of gold, I make sure to take that gold out of my ults, put them on my main, and I leave my ults usually with about 3k gold to their name for like consumables, enchants, whatever the hell they need. About roughly 3k gold. I probably should expand the amount of allowance I give my ults right now, but yeah. So the Breds got started down. Yeah. I should, shouldn't I? Yeah. So I can mount in here. I could run out, but laziness. I can do this. Good luck with that else tomorrow. Big loot day. Tomorrow or else big loot day. Tomorrow is not big loot day. Tomorrow is today's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, and then the day after that is Tuesday for me. But I guess it depends on the region of the voter. But yeah, Shaman has been in my mains since BC, and I love enhance right now. I want to try elemental though. Ellie's a lot of fun. I feel like it's definitely a little bit more involved than enhancement, but it takes a little bit of time to like really figure out exactly how you want to play it. But once you figure it out, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I don't want to remember, what do I do with lava bursts again? I actually don't remember. I actually don't remember. All right, let's go for big AoE here. I do need to be flame shocking a lot more though. I definitely need to be flame shocking a lot more and frost shocking. Ooh, I just did a cool thing, chat. I just did a cool thing. You don't even know, but I just did a cool, really cool thing. That was awesome. I'm proud of myself for that one. So what I did, I started casting Elder Blast, and I line decided while moving, while I had Spirit Walker's Grace. So I could just kind of like line aside him while still casting the spell. That was badass. I'm proud of myself for that one. Legit proud of myself for that one. That's so good. I literally was casting and I was able to dodge while continuing to cast. That's so good. Alright, let's do one of these. We're gonna take a little bit of damage. We can heal it though. We can actually just heal it. No need to worry. Gonna get my lightning elemental here too. Gonna hold on to this. Now we got a lot here. Got one more zap. Try to see if I can kill. Ah, got caught on like a pixel or something. That's unfortunate. Alright, damage, not great, but we can still make it happen. Yeah. Alright, so 2 target here, 3 targets. Do we really want to CC one of them like that? I mean, I guess it's one way of doing it. Yeah, I guess it's one way of doing it. We could do it like that. It's very unusual, because I don't almost never do it like this, but... I also need to make sure I get my frost shocks here too. Wellness. Probably get the other guy. Maybe. I do feel like I struggle on this spec when it comes to like 2 target cleave or something. Or at least sometimes I feel like I struggle to that. Killed 78 on heroic raid, only Dathia left? Yo, get Dathia, man. Wait, so you guys got everything? You got Raza, but you didn't get Dathia? Definitely get Dathia, man. Dathia is gonna be so doable. Dathia is basically free if you guys got that far. Alright, we got literally everything for the boss here. So hopefully I play it well. Oh god. Oh no, please. Okay, good. I mean, it's not good that the guy's dead, but it's good at least it's not casting at me. Okay. I didn't know if I was gonna be okay there. Did not feel safe. Let's get some Elder Blast in there. I'm using this instant cast ability now for Elder Blast. I'm so dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm actually just dead. Okay, just ghosting. Just ghost wolfing. Just wolfing it. God, I can't move. I can't cast. I can't do anything, dude. Oh no. That's the worst. Nice. That was timed well. I felt proud of myself for that one, man. That was well timed leap. We actually have our guy down, huh? I use the frost shock ability a lot more often. Can't really stop that. Can keep that one though. Wash away. Maybe we could just kill here. Lesson? There we go. Okay, yeah, not great single target. Not great at all. That's something I'm definitely getting a little bit more comfortable with. But at 415 is good enough. At least as long as my AoE damage is gonna be okay, then maybe I'll be alright. Double nader? Yeah. You Dal, you insta pop the ball mechanic and mage shot with ship? Do you really? Wait, that's kind of nuts. Wait, like, as in like it just that much damage? Or is it bugged? Also, I made a friend. If we kill the ad here, we're gonna pull extra. Probably. Okay, I'm gonna die. Unless I get a heal. Yeah, I'm actually gonna die. Unless, yeah, I need a dispel or something for that one. For that mechanic, it definitely needs a dispel. Because you duplicated the poison bleed damage to everyone. Oh, wait, that's actually kind of nuts. Wait, that's actually kind of insane. That's awesome. That's gonna hurt a little, by the way. Just a little bit here. Is it a range thing? If I'm like super far away, it doesn't hurt? I thought the shotlings would hurt a lot more for some reason. Look at the damage you can do, man. Easy 100k. That's pretty fantastic. It's just as long as you like can figure out like the synergy of shaman abilities, because like lightning, frost, fire, all these abilities like buff each other. So you have like certain abilities that will buff other abilities, and that kind of like changes constantly, depending on like how you play your build. It's the best way to put it. So like knowing and being able to adapt to like all this little adjustments, micro adjustments of shaman, I feel like that's kind of like where a lot of the skill expression will come from. If you haven't played it yet. And I definitely struggle with like some of those little adjustments myself all the time, man. I make mistakes constantly. Because it's just like a lot more, it's a very, very involved. It's a really, really involved spec. There's a lot going on. A lot of moving parts. But being able to like, if you play enhancement a lot, you basically more or less like have an idea of how that plays already, how abilities combo into each other. But it's all about just like learning the specific combos for elemental. Specifically for Ellie. Up the catnap whenever I can. Yeah, 2 target, 3 target. I do have a little bit of weirdness about it. It is supposed to be really, really good because of the way Frost Shock and the way that Ice Sphere works. I'm just really, really bad at it though. But here should be kind of okay on a pure single target. How do you actually so good with the classes since so far it's suppressive? I just try to play them as best as I can. I definitely am far from like good with any of the classes that I play. Definitely wouldn't count myself as good. But I just try to like practice and I try to look up the guides. I try to look up the logs and try to do a research whenever I can. As much as possible. I try to I try my very, very best. I know I don't do great at it. But I definitely do as best as I can, man. Hopefully my cleave won't be like messing us up here at all. It may. But yeah, a lot of it just comes down from me like practicing. A lot of practice. Trying to figure out how to play these classes. Like my 2-target cleave right now is pretty atrocious, not gonna lie. In fact, I don't think I should be even using lava bursts often. I think I only should be using lava bursts for like a handful of abilities. But you can see like my 2-target cleave is atrociously bad. Pretty abysmal. I guess 40k is alright, but I'm not really sure exactly where Elish Shaman's supposed to be on that front. Exactly. But yeah, it's a lot of just practice. I've been doing heroic already on Monday because a lot of guildies are sick on Sunday. Hopefully we'll kill a couple more bosses. Hope you guys do. I actually got a heroic raid tonight. I'm gonna be doing that later this evening. I won't be streaming it, but I'll just be hanging out with the boys. Just hanging with the homies, man, raiding. Getting a bit of gear. Gearing up alts, man, because we got a lot of alts that we're going to be having people swap to. We need more evokers for the Razageth. We actually are planning on like getting a bunch more people on the evokers. Especially some of the healers. Because it's going to be pretty helpful. As long as I can dispel myself from that one, would be okay. I think I'm going to focus on her. One of these. Big zapper. Buzz myself. Uh-oh. Oh, I can actually hit from here. Not really line of sight. That's good. That works for me, man. I should also be dropping my healing stream totem. It doesn't do a lot of healing, but like a little bit of healing that does for myself and my party. It's not the worst healing output. The worst healing numbers I've ever seen. Here we go. I can dispel ya. Dispel. Here we go. Remember better the whole dispels. Maybe I should move like the bars a little closer, similar to what I have for my healer. Big zapper. Alright, maybe we should pull guys on the left or guys on the right. If you could have... Oh. He's not social? I thought the man was gonna be social. I swear to God, I felt like that guy was gonna be social. Alright, I guess he just doesn't socialize with anybody. He's basically like me in high school, man. Wait a second. Wait a second. Well, on this, because that's gonna be a lot of damn. Music? That feels pretty good though. Yeah, I'm still not great at the whole flow of Elemental. I'm trying my very, very best that I can, man. But I definitely don't have the flow down yet. I do want to. I just need more practice with it. I'm gonna take a bit of damage here. But I think it'll be okay mostly. Yeah, that warlock just popped off. Have you started Mythic Raid? I thought you did, we're not sure. Yeah, so we've been streaming some of our Mythic progression. We're gonna be on Razagath Monday, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. If you guys want to be there for that. We don't really do a lot of Mythic raiding on alts or anything, but on mains, yeah, we start progression on Razagath. Maybe we'll get top 100 US, who knows, honestly. We'll try to see what we do. Not really sure exactly where we're gonna get, but we'll just give it a good old shot, see how it goes. That's fantastic. I love just big AoE pulls like that. That feels great. I think we do this. No, I was wrong. Or was it? Big heal. Those things die. Hello, France. What's up, William? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. Hello, France. How's it going, my guy? Just by myself here. Let's kill no man's cat. Alright, I have everything for this boss. I want to lust in the opener, but I know I shouldn't. I know I should not. I should just go in the opener and just like zap. Just big zapper. And then we should lust part 2. Should. Keyword should. Go, go. Go, go, I got Ellie! Please go, I got Ellie! Oh, he's waiting for his mana. Oh no, dude. Oh no, dude. Also, in pure single target, I'm not supposed to use Earthquake. Apparently as a shaman. Apparently it's better for me just to lightning bolt it. It's apparently a lot more valuable that way. But this is what I say a lot of shamans do. Not a lot of them actually use Earthquake for single target. Oh, we all lusted. Which is maybe what I should have been doing with that Fishman. It's just Ellie Blasting and then Lightning Bolting. Because there is like a combo you want to do with a Lightning Bolt, Ellie Blasting, Fire Blast, Fireball, Lava Burst. But I don't think I do it properly yet. Although this is much easier just to do it like this. Because the damage you put up is a lot more consistent. Not amazing, but consistent. Work got so much finesse and it's unreal. It got so much finesse. Got sent mage out 20%. Yeah, it is quite a bit of a oh god. It is quite a bit of a learning curve, I'd say. Maybe I'll do one of these. Oh god, there's I could maybe debuff you. Tank? Do we have a tank? Okay, well, I think we do have a tank. See if I can debuff you. Yeah, I definitely came into this one kind of like all kinds of confused. I was just like, tank died. Do I go in? Do I not go in? What are we doing to the payo? I don't know, payo? On that level, so I don't think so. You have a vendetta against the payo, man. You have a vendetta against the payo. What did payo do to you? Oh god. Nice. Ooh, them zabs though. Look at that. I feel pretty good. Yeah, my damage is definitely not going to be amazing for this run, but it's okay. Build up a little bit here. There we go. Should be able to have a good go here. Sorta. Not amazing, actually. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do on like 2 targets like this. Not really. Not really sure. Another chain lightning with Stormkeeper is good. Oh god. 1 bolt. Alrighty. Oh, this is gonna be kind of all over the place here, huh? Yeah, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck, everybody. Oh god. I'll try and interrupt that one ad that's gonna be doing casts here in a bit when I can. Hunting gaze. No, we're fine. We're chilling. Chilling for a little bit. Wish I had all my like cooldowns there. God, the amount of movement you gotta do here. That's insane. God, the movement. So much movement. I can't play the game. That's what I'm really, really bad at. As a caster, I panic. Whenever I gotta do a lot of movement, I panic. Easily start panicking. Because I just don't really know what to do. I'm not great at it, man. I just start to panic, I just get confused, not sure where my hooves should take me. But hopefully we'll be okay for the boss though. I got a lot of Maelstrom in the opener. I'm just gonna load up a bunch of Maelstrom. There we go. There's the healer totem. You got wings. Is he able to do mana? 30%. Probably should do more mana than that, yeah. Ads are harder than bosses in this raid in my opinion. To some degree I can see that. I can see that to some degree. I think it depends on the boss. Like Razageth is definitely one of the tougher bosses. The ads do spawn in, but the ads are not super terrifying. And heroic at the very least. But yeah, depends. I just wanted to go good, then it starts. Yeah, man, get it. Yeah, that I'm wrong. Oh god, hopefully we're good. Should have better AoE for this though. Drop a healing totem. I don't really know if it does much, honestly. But water helps us, yeah. Wish I had less for this one too. And I have the what's it? The earthquake for the next group. Has Stormkeeper, so I'm probably gonna do the Stormkeeper the next group. I got my Frost Shocks too. Should be okay for a bit. I got my Fire Ellie as well, or Fire Totem. Okay, so we got everything here. Big Stormkeeper, big pet, everything. Actually, quite a bit of AoE damage overall. That's pretty good. Of course, I go flying. I'm not even surprised. That felt a lot better. I feel like that's what I gotta do, is just save my Stormkeeper for those ads. I'll probably just play a lot better. Yeah, that was not terrible. 48? I mean, close to 50. I'm getting better at this thing. I'm definitely getting a lot better. The earthquake change is noticeable. They buffed that. They buffed the damage of your chain lightning and flame shock too. I wonder if I played like full lava burst build though, if that would have been a little bit easier and a lot more like effective. Because that one technically should be better, or should be easier. I'm trying to make this one work as best as I can. This trinket, is he looking for the trinket? Chest guard, and we got shoulder pads. Both plates, man. Both plate pieces. What trinket is he after, guys? What trinket is he after? Is it the Windswept Pages? He may be after that one, actually. Yo, 2R for 1, 2Y, 2Y. Easy 15, boys. That's a gumball. So now I can maybe craft something and turn it into higher item level. Potentially a 405 to replace one of my pieces. Could probably use it for the ring, right? Either recrafted maybe? I may do that, chat. I may do that and get it recrafted. Because that thing has good stats. Alright, that was okay, I guess. Yeah, definitely not amazing on my shaman. I need practice. I definitely need practice. I don't wonder if the other guys were running the tier sets or not. Because I do have at least my 2-piece tier set. So at least there's some form of damage output. But yeah, definitely need more practice, man. I definitely need a lot more practice on this thing. Also, some players are using 500% Shiv, damage and LMAO. Makes sense, honestly, because Shiv does a lot of damage and he cleaves everything. Yeah, why not, right? That part sucks. Yeah, I'm not great at that one part. I think I just have to save my cooldowns for that one. Like, normally, as a shaman, you just gotta throw in cooldowns, like Stormkeeper, and maybe you'll throw, like, Ice Fury basically on cooldown. But if I just, like, line up for those ads, Stormkeeper, and maybe an Ice Fury, and then I just deal with those ads very, very easily. Because, like, if you look at the boss damage there, my boss damage, probably not, like, not anything, not much. 3 points, basically 4 mil. Compared to the Hunter is doing 5 mil, and this guy's doing about 3 mil. With the Fragments of Doubt, I mean, I was able to inch out a little bit more damage. It was a lot better there. But yeah, practice would make perfect, though. Very poorly. It's trash apparently for the Shadow of Doubt. I didn't do great there. I didn't really do great for Lugo Flame Hard Trash, even though I feel like that should be my forte. I did okay on this boss somehow, but I guess everybody were dead. Yeah, I just need to practice it some more, man. I feel like what my problem is, what's likely happening is I'm probably overcomplicating my rotation, and I'm probably using abilities where I just don't need to be doing it, like, because that's what I usually tend to do. I'm usually like overcomplicating my rotation or overcomplicating my playstyle. Like right now, shamans are playing into this whole Echoes of Great Sundering, where after casting your Earth Shock or Elemental Blast, your Earthquake will do more damage, right? So this one I'm like, oh, okay, so here, whenever I do single target, let's say I'm just fighting a boss, like me versus the boss or whatever, single target fight. Oh, okay, I guess I'm just gonna set up my damage, you know, do my whole thing, do my opener, all that. So when I hit him with a Ellie Blast, the next ability I should be using is probably going to be Earth Shock, yeah? Or Earthquake. Since that's like, you know, I have a buffer for single target. And I'm thinking like, okay, single target, I should probably spend this, right? So Echoes of Great Sundering actually gets single target value. Apparently you don't do that. Apparently, not really. Apparently what's better is just to go for yet another Ellie Blast. Like Earthquake and Ellie Blast are basically very, very similar damage, but it's not worth in single target. You just ignore the whole mechanic entirely. So it's like really, really weird, and it's something I have to like adjust to. Because I'm usually used to like, okay, combo, but here it's like, nah, just keep classing, keep blasting, and then hit him with an Ellie Blast. So you can go for a Lightning Bolt thing, and then you can do Frost Shock, and then you can do another Lightning Bolt thing. It is basically efficient for like Lightning Bolt procs. We got a lot of Lightning Bolt value. That's it. It's actually just like, I need to simplify it. Don't think about it. You have one ability to casting. Press that. That's all I gotta do. Literally all I have to do. And I kept overcomplicating it for myself. Also, whenever my Storm Elemental is out, a lot of shamans will just prioritize Lightning Bolt as much as possible. They'll get a setup and it'll go like a big Lightning Bolt with Lava Burst and then just Lightning Bolt filler. That's something I can always just get better at, just Lightning Bolt. Just stop thinking about your Lava Burst. It's up. I know you want to use it, but you got just Lightning Bolt. You got a just Lightning Bolt. It's just something I think I gotta just practice with more. Practice more. I find it a little bit awkward, like a 4-target, 2-target, like the hell do I do there, right? I guess you're supposed to use Ice Fury and then Frost Shock, and then Frost Shock whenever the buff falls off, and just gotta do other abilities in between of that. I just find it like really awkward, like I don't know what to really do. I don't know what feels comfortable, right? It's like you can Lava Burst, but like not always. Some shamans will just Frost Shock and just Frost Shock spam. Some will just Lightning Bolt, while others will Chain Lightning. Like I look at the logs, I'm just trying to find like what are you even doing, like a 3-target situation. So it's just a lot of practice, a lot of just trying to get better at it. Have you played BM at all? No, I have not, Shane. Do you only play PvE content? No, that's a PvP on stream. What is it? Last reset, me and Tay were doing some. Was it reset or last reset? Me and Tay were doing some 2s, man. Also we hosted 5-5 when we on Duels together. What am I to say? Doing super alt key next. Okay. I'll join on that one. Chat, so what do we do next, man? Another character that's got buffed. Oh, 11 alt key? Maybe we take the warrior, man. Maybe we let the warrior stretch the legs. The warrior got a little bit of gear. It's 11 cord. I think I can do well. We got a brand new warrior. I've been gearing this thing out. It's like 380-ish item level. I think I can do 11 cord, man. What do you guys want to see? We can either do priest and play the Shadow Priest big cleave build. They got huge cleaves buffs. Or warrior arms. What do you guys want to see out of those two? The final trash bag before the boss is a blood DK is the funny thing. You gotta clip it sometimes and put it on Discord. A lot of Sin players are using. Yeah, I gotta try it. Do the warrior arms maybe? Are we doing it? This is the warrior bag, boys. Oh, some of you guys are saying Shadow Priest though. Some of you are saying Shadow Priest. Which one are you doing, man? It's on 11. Either one of the characters could use it. Look at this warrior. What a goober. What a helm. Warrior Shadow Priest. Warrior Shadow Priest. Dude, you guys are so split, man. You guys are so split. It's too close, man. Usually you guys are just like in one direction, man. Usually everybody's over like, give me the warrior. I think if it's like if it was a Fury warrior, a lot more of you guys would be excited. But if you didn't know arms warrior and priest. Warrior. I guess we should do the warrior shadow. You guys, it's so close, man. It's so close. Let me do this. Let me do a coin flip. Coin flip.
Hold up, baby, I got CBD. Now we should kick back, pop in a DVD. Yeah.
Do.
Hold up, baby, we should keep the
Oh, that looks cool.
blows up like TNT. Let's go. I guess I'm crazy too. Not right in my mind, but I play it cool. A lot
Cool.
of emotions I convey are
I can do that.
toxic traits are like
Alrighty. We're gonna do this as fair as we can, chat. We're gonna flip a coin. Let's do heads for priest, because priest is a big brain play. They use intellect. Heads. Warrior gives the tails. Alrighty. Flip. Heads. Priest. Priest wins that one. That was actually kind of cool. It even made a coin flip sound. I don't know if you guys heard that, like a little ding. Like we're gonna flip a coin. That was awesome, man. That was cool. Yeah, we're doing Shadow Priest then. We have to do it. 50% of DM a blind up. Yo, 50% and a blind up. Go gouge. I feel like honestly, if you so this is what you used to be able to do. You used to be able to, if she starts the cast, you gouge, she stops the cast, never does that again. Or doesn't do it again until a long while later. Imagine you can just use gouge now. It was a cool SP. Yeah, let's go, dude. I do need to figure out what build I run for this thing, though. Because there are a lot of Shadow Priest builds, and some of them are very confusing. Like, some... Let me show you guys what I mean. Like, there's so much confusion with priests. So much confusion. So much confusion. But they're really good right now. Look. Oh, God. Know what I meant to do. But look. They're so good. But there's so many builds. Some of them play in Dark Ascension, some are playing the Void Eruption. I don't know what to use for filler. I don't know what you use for filler in these classes. I have no idea. I don't even know which one is better. Like, this one is top. But like if you look it up, does the build play? It plays into this ability, Mindflay Insanity. Like I don't like it, but also plays into Mind Spike and plays into Vital Nazoth. I don't like Insanity though. I guess my question is like, what does he use for filler ability? Because apparently he did 100k DPS in a no-code offensive. 100k DPS. What do you even do? Do you spike and just flay once in a while? Like, what's your filler ability? You know, I don't even know, man. I actually don't know. What is your filler ability? I want to wait until they're doing the boss. Hold on, I just want to learn what is your filler as a priest. Okay, that's Samuel Graneth. Priest. What's your filler ability? I know you got this right here, Mind Play, Spike, but you got a Spike proc, Mind Games, Void, Spike proc, Mind Blast proc. It's just instant casting. You'll channel Flay. But like when he's just like playing, we're just doing like AoE. Like what do you do? Hold on, let me do one of these when they kill the boss. I want to see what he does like, I guess adds. Good Graneth. Okay, so this is him doing fresh new ads. Got Arc Blade and everything. He's doing the big Void Channel. Big AoE. Mind Blasting. Spike proc. Looks like he cast a spike. He just got so many instas, man. He's just so much. He doesn't even cast. What is your filler ability? Help me understand. What is your filler ability? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, let's go to like big A with trash bag. Here we go. So what does he do here? Void Eruption. Okay, so you're just gonna insta cast everything. What about here? Mind Blast. Then you do Seer, Mind Games, Mind Blast, Mind Blasting. But like, what's your filler? What do you insta-cast there just now? I don't even understand. Did you use Shadow Word Death? Or Shadow, what did he do just now? So does that seem Searing? Mind Games, Mind Blast. I don't know what proc there. Was it DP? Spike random proc. What is your filler ability? Mind Flay. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll take his build, but I will adjust it a little bit. This is more or less what I've been wanting. It's basically a build that doesn't run Mind Flay Insanity, because I have no idea how to use Mind Flay Insanity properly at all. At all. But what if I run that instead, chat? Like, I feel like you have to run Flay with Mental Decay, right? I'm struggling, man. What program do you use for thumbnail models, bro? They're sick. So I use Model Viewer in order to put up the models, and then I use GIMP in order to Photoshop everything together. That's what I usually use. Model Viewer has been a bit outdated ever since Dragonflight. They do have like a most latest version for like Shadowlands, but they don't have anything new from like the new stuff. So sometimes I do use like the Wowhead Model Viewer for like the Drakthier and certain models I just don't have in the other one. But yeah, it's been a little bit yeah, it's been working with stuff. I wish I could do some of the newer transmog sets in some of their thumbnails, but I just can't really do that. But that's what I've been doing. Shadow is hard compared to others. Definitely, it's one of the hardest specs, but it's so fun once you can pick it up. It's one of those like skill cap specs that I feel like it's something worth investing into. And it was super fun. Like once I was kind of able to sort of start picking it up during the beta, oh, it was just a dream. It plays so well. Shadowfiend and Mindbender gain into colors and shadows each time. So I don't really play into like a Mindbender build right now, so I don't really know what to press, chat. I hate running Mindflay Insanity because it does good damage, but it just feels like I need to stand there and channel for the entire duration, but I feel like I can't really ever do that because I got so many procs happening. Honestly, I'm just going to pick up Mental Fortitude. I don't have the Mental Fortitude to figure out the mess that is the Shadow Priest, but I'm just going to pick up that ability just to make it easier on myself. Oh man, I just want to make it easier. I just suck with this talent, man. I feel like I'm using it wrong every time. Because normally you want to channel Mindflay Insanity after using DP, and you want to have it last full duration. Once you start channeling, you don't want to interrupt it. However, some guides say that you will interrupt it Mindflame or the upgraded Mindflame Sanity version anytime you have any instacast abilities like Mind Spike, Mind Blast, or really anything else suppressed. Like, guides say that this is a high priority ability, but also everything else is also higher priority. So in terms of like, the guides also are very, very specific. Like the single target guide will use the single target build, and like their logic is on pure single target. Like they use the whole big build of Dark Ascension going into that Yoxoron playstyle, while the AoE builds run the Cthulhu playstyle, which is all about channel. So your priority in single target for one guide is going to be like, you never ever interrupted, ever. And then for another guide, it will be like, you always interrupted, so I get confused. And then you have Icy Winter, which is like, select your own talents, right? It's like a checkbox that you can select yourself, pick what talent build you're running, and we'll try to adjust your rotation based on what you run. But I feel like that one is buggy a bit, because sometimes it'll be like, let me show you what I mean. Like, I feel like sometimes like the logic between the abilities isn't consistent unless it fixes sense. Like, sometimes it feels like you'll take this checkbox, but then it's like, okay, then you would use this other ability, but then it's I guess the best way I could show it is like, let's just pick all the talents that I'm running right now. Mind Spike, Mind Seer, Void Eruption, Dark Ascension, like at least you run both. So then it just kind of makes it a little bit awkward. Damnation, Mindbender, not Mindbender, Misery, Surge, Mental Decay, not Sanity though, not Torment, Devourer, Skims of Void, Cthulhu. And like, it's sometimes like, it feels like, so this is like a whole rotation. You Shadow Fiend, keep your dots on, Void Eruption, and then try to make sure you Mind Blast before it. But it's the Power Fusion of Eruption or Dark Ascension, that's fine. Void Bolt, since we're running the Void Eruption talent. Devouring Plague to maintain maximum health uptime on single target, which makes sense. DP Mind Blast when Devouring Plague is not active. Mind gives the 3 dots are active when you have a Void form. All that is fine. Mind Spike with Zero Darkness, and I guess it says Mind Spike as your filler. But like, I'm running Mental Decay, so normally like it would say that. Normally it would say that you would channel the other one. You wouldn't channel Mind Spike. So like that's usually like the thought process. Like another guide says Mental Decay, always you are using your Mind Flay in order to extend your dots to keep them lasting forever. But this says Mind Spike filler, so then you kind of losing out on this value of the talent. But it's like, I think if I pick certain other talents together, like Schemes of the Void, then it makes it more of a priority. Or maybe it's because I have Mind Spike or Surge. There's definitely some kind of like a logic breakdown of this talent. You know, because right now, like, I press Mind Spike and it still says Mind Spike is the main filler. I guess because I have Surge of Darkness. But look, now that I removed them, I removed both Mind Spike, right? And I removed Surge, and it still says my Mind Spike is my main filler. Like, it's kind of like broken. There's something breaks it somewhere. So the best way to like fix it, I found, is to like disable and re-enable. And it's one of these talents, like it's scuffing it really hard. I don't know which one it is. Is it Misery? Something about it just broke it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm trying to figure out the logic, but it's just like, but the guy just, this priority thing, it doesn't work. And now it's just permanently stuck on Mind Spike as a filler. It's like, what if I don't challenge a Mind Spike? It's like, Mind Spike as a filler. You know? So I've been having a really hard time learning Shadow Priest. I have no clue. And I don't feel like I have a lot of like, I have some goodness to play Shadow Priest, but like I asked him a couple of questions about Shadow Priest. I'm like, the way I'm looking at it from like, I'm kind of a beginner Shadow Priest, right? So I'm just like, okay, well, what is there like a way for me to like figure out like, is there like an easy like guide for this or anything? You know, is there like an easy like priority rotation? Like somebody asked me about Outer Rogue, right? What's the main playstyle? Using cooldowns on cooldown. You're not holding cities ever. Other rogue specs will hold them for certain phases. You don't. Build comp points efficiently, spend them efficiently. The faster you build them and spend them, the faster you're gonna get your cooldowns back. That's just a playstyle. And for a lot of people that clicks. Oh, okay. So just don't hold cooldowns. Just use them. Adrenaline rush up, use it. Unless like mobs are about to die in like 2 seconds. Use it, spend it, send it. Every single time. And everybody that I talk to, like, oh, makes sense. Clicks it. It clicks. Then there's like a thing with the pistol shot, ambushes, center strike, that's a little bit more detail, but literally that's enough for people to like start playing the game and then start doing a lot better when it comes to their buffs, you know? With Shadow Priest though, I asked a buddy of mine, I was like, okay, so like if I'm playing this down, what's my filler? Okay, Seer. Okay, and then I want to get this proc, what should I be casting? Casting Seer Insanity. Okay, well what happens if I have a spike? Like if what do I do if like I start casting Insanity and then I have a spike procking and then Mind Blast proc? And it's like, and he said you need to spend those buffs immediately. And it's like, so is it okay? So should I interrupt myself on Mind Seer Insanity to use these? Because the guide said you do, and said you don't, you shouldn't ever, you don't want to lose the value of Mind Seer. It's like, okay, do I finish it? No, the other ability is a priority. And I'm just like, there's probably like something I'm missing in there, but it's just like, it just makes me feel like I'm doing everything wrong. Hold on. Let me throw a toy for these guys real quickly. Fun toy. Recalibrator. You can change your race with this toy. It's so good. It's an engineering item. You walk into it, and it changes your race to a random one. Normally I'm a Draenei, but I could just be like a Goblin or maybe like a Tauren for the run. Gonna roll for it, try it? Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. That could be an orc. So I get super confused, man, with Shadow Priest, because it's just like, I try to ask it a guilty of mine, but then he's like, gives me like a, I mean, the stuff he's saying probably makes all the sense in the world. It probably is right. He's probably correct in terms of like the way he's presenting his info. It's probably 100% correct what he says. But when I try to put it all together, I'm just like, I get more confused than, it ends up confusing me more than helping me. And it's like, I know he's trying to be helpful, but it's just like, the dots are not connected for me. And I'm gonna guess it's not because he's explaining it poorly. It's likely because I just don't have that Shadow Priest experience to like understand it. You know what I mean? The Shadow Priest in this patch reminds me of Cataclysm. Shadow is powerful in Kata. Yeah, no, it's really, really powerful. But it definitely does have, it's nowhere near as complex and as like messy as the Shadowlands version of Shadow Priest. This one definitely has like a, well, it feels like a better priority. I just don't really know the priority, and the couple of times I did ask him, just like, I got more confused than anything. So, I don't really know. What do I Shadow Priest? Since I'm running Mind Spike, but I'm also running Mental Decay, is my filler Mind Spike, or is my filler Mind Flay? I want to say it's probably Mind Flay, so I can use the Mental Decay. But is it Spike? What do I do? Help. Help, my cat is stuck. Help. Help. What am I do, Priest? 388. So nothing amazing. I should probably pull that, yeah? Yeah, I'll just pull it. Like, what do I do? Do I spike it? They just got spikes? Is this what I do? Is this my filler? My damage zone is all kinds of weird right now. What is happening? What is going on? Oh, now it's catching up. Weird. I use a Mind Spike. What do I do? Do I just not use Mind Spike? What do I do? Do I spike? Do not spike? Delegate the reset the priest heals left, right, and start. Wait, what's going on? Heal left. Wait, we had a heal leave? Oh. Unforge. Okay, I guess we gotta go reset. Heal FK? I have no idea. No clue. I didn't even notice. But apparently we gotta reset it, so we're gonna run out. Maybe use Mind Spike on Instacast procs. I have no idea, man. I love Mind Spike though as an ability. I feel like it fits pretty well with the Shadow Priest playstyle. Like, it makes you feel like a proper caster. Like, Flay is good, but it's just like the channel. I don't know what it is. Heal left? Okay, so I guess we started the key, heal left, and I guess we get in Pud to heal it. We should try prop out at some point. I do want to try it, man. I think the answer is clear, play disc. Honestly, that is clarity. Yep, play disc. That's a much clearer answer. I don't disagree with that one. Don't disagree with that at all. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Oh man. Yeah, I just don't really know what to do, man. What do you use as a filler? I feel like whatever, no matter what guide I go to, I just don't get the right information at all. Like, I mean, I guess while we're waiting, I don't know what we're waiting for. I'll reset it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go inside. Red Pally more like it, honestly. Red Pally, especially after the 1007 upgrades, I imagine it would be amazing. That's good. We don't need to run out, boys. Or I guess if we want to. Give us a shield. Alrighty. So while we're waiting, let me go peep in the Priest Discord. Maybe they have like rules laid out somewhere. Priest General. General Podcast. Shadow FAQ, frequently asked questions. So there's a build for Yaxaron build and no Yaxaron, which is Haste Mastery or Haste Mastery Versatility Crit. Career Part is really bad for you now. Just like my second stat. I'm stacking a lot. 4 target water option builds. Changelog. Yeah, they don't really have like a whole section for like rotation. So Rogue's Discord is fantastic. If you guys ever want to join a class Discord, Rogue is an awesome Discord. They have like a whole section with FAQs, all the basic stuff, rotation, little changes, like basically a whole written guide in the Discord itself without having to go to like Wowhead or Icy Veins. That one gets updated pretty regularly, and they'll even add like little tips of like how to squeeze out a bit more damage. What can you do differently for like better optimization? Should you hold cooldown? Should you skip certain abilities? Like as a dance outlaw build, do you just like spam ambush? Do you play pistol shots? And like have little like a lot of those questions that people ask, and like it's super helpful. Chatterpress Discord does have sim charts and all that stuff, but like in terms of like a rotation and like the general section, nothing I'm seeing in terms of like do I spike, do not spike? What do I do? What do I do? I have no idea. Upcoming buffs, lots of like really big nerdy stuff, which is great when you know Priest, but not great when you're like I'm trying to learn. Oh, okay, I have no idea. Confused. You leave confused. It's just unfortunate. I gotta find Priest DC Discord. If you look up like just Google like WoW class Discords, there should be like a link to a WoW forum post that lists all the class Discords. You just MC this guy. I'm just gonna MC him, man. Oh, or we gotta MC him anyway. He's actually, yeah. Wait, can I just spell him? I can't. I thought I could with poly. Unpoly him. Okay, whatever. Because when you poly them, it's not like that they don't not hostile, but the mage I don't think knows that. I don't think the mage realizes it. One thing I will say though is with this priest build, please pull more than this. This is like too low pulls. A lot of targets. Yeah, go big, man. You gotta go big. You can't go that small. It's a 10. You can't go that small. We're gonna have a guy walking behind us at some point, so I better just be careful. Turn around when I get a chance. But how much in terms of interrupts? Once you get yourself some really big damage rolling them, instant cast city, man. Just absolute instant cast city. Here we go. There he goes. Let's just put something else on top of it, man. Fight one guy. Fine, whatever. Just gonna blast it. Trying to push as much single target as I can. Oh, okay. That guy decided he's just gonna pull that instead. Oh. Oh. Like in this situation, right? I'm just kind of waiting for some cooldowns to be up. Do I spike? Do I spike to Mind Blast? Because I do have the whole Mind Blast spike interaction where Mind Blast is more likely to crit and become an instant. Is that what I do? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that one. I'm just not 100% sure. Nice. Big AoE. Big go. Huge. Potentially big cleave. Look at that cleave, dude. Woo, that was good. I love that. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that was awesome. Look at that. Only Psychic Link. That's what I was trying to do the entire time, man. That's how I was trying to play Shadow Priest, dude. The entire time, that's how I'm playing Shadow Priest. Okay, Kitty's over here. Oh, God. I can Master Spell us. What's that guy's in combat with us, by the way? We can't freeze him. You can't just freeze him and like expecting that he's just not going to be in combat. It's not like a sap or anything. Huge. Next back. Go, go, go. Go, tank, go. Go, tank, go. Okay, big AoE maybe? Hopefully we do big channel. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Just cleaving it, man. Mad cleave. That's what I like about this spec right now, is you can do huge cleaves. It's fantastic. That's what I wanted, man. But you gotta do like real big pulls, man. At least like pull with confidence. Come on, tank, you can do it. I believe in you. Big drain. Get pet joining in. Lots of instas. Lots of procs. That's unfortunate. Mind Blast. Big cleave. Yeah, the cleave is so good right now, dude. You just basically prioritize big single target damage, and you just end up cleaving a secondary target. It is so potent together. Maybe like... Oh, apparently the elementals doesn't work. Let me run over to this one. So we got the poison. Hi, what's up, Michael? How you doing, man? You playing Nazoth build? I think, yeah, it's like a modified Nazoth build, yes. It is a modified Nazothian build. You may just want to pull, man. We can't really get past this guy easily. Like, maybe I can. Yeah. That's a forge. Okay, you just dodged that entirely. That was my fault. I think we are gonna get like one beacon. Wait. There we go. Signal beacon. We do one of these. There he is. Okay. Big blaster. Huge damage on the boss. Hopefully huge damage on the boss. I was trying to see if I can just choose that cleave a little bit. Didn't work well. It's okay though. Still got a lot of instas. Got a spell for that one. Yeah, definitely my single target damage could be a lot better. What is this mage doing single target wise? It's popping off. Absolutely just popping off. What a Chad. It dodges, I don't like Shadow Monster. Dude, Shadows is really, really good right now, man. They're so good right now. Got a big drain on this guy. Shadow all of a sudden became like really, really good. Just got out of left field. He got just a couple of cleave buffs, and a single target damage is generally fantastic. It became just a lot easier to play into. How good is this Frost Mage? 403? Wait, what is this Frost Mage doing here? What the? This guy has tier and everything? Why am I having to compete against a Frost Mage with full gear? Oh no, dude! Yo, if I beat this guy in damage, or if I even get close, man, I'm gonna feel proud of myself. But I'm just like, thinking the whole time, like, why am I... Like, I feel like I should be doing okay against the mage, but I'm not. I'm not doing that great against the mage. Uh-oh, am I doing something wrong? Oh, please, tank, don't run in. Don't run in yet. Okay, now you run in. Now you run in. Hold on, because we could do one of these into one of these. A big AoE. Ooh, big AoE. Love that cleave, dude. Look at that. That is so good. Seriously, why is he doing? What is he doing here, man? I hate that. I wanted to actually pump. I want to do damage too. I feel like I can't. Pull him back a little. I don't have cooldowns for this ads. Yeah. At least wait until I get my what's it? Now we can do it. Now we can do it. Big AoE maybe? Here? Yeah, you want to be careful with that. definitely would be careful. Use DK, which should be two-hander, one-hander. If you play Unholy or Blood or two-hand Frost, you definitely want to get a two-hander. If you're looking to play Frost dual wheel build, then you definitely want one-hander. I would get yourself a two-hander first because that opens the opportunity to at least play all the specs. But if you're gonna focus on only Frost DK, then you should you're gonna focus on only the Frost spec. Then you should definitely get yourself what's it? A one-handers. Definitely go for one-handers. My god. That pack just melted. The fact that I could just do like that much cleave. Also Meteor, fantastic. Love it. Amazing. But yeah. Hey, have you know about it? Yeah, Red Pally? Of course I have, man. Of course I have. What do you mean? Take him to the thing? Take him to the thing. Down the left, more like download damage. I'm about to leave, dude. I'm about to leave. That was BM. Take him to trap. Take him to trap. I don't know if this guy knows how to do, make it work. Tank, over here. There's a trap you could take him to. And it does damage to the boss. There we go. It just makes the boss take like 25% more damage. We should have done that in the opener. I'm gonna BM by the mage. What's going on, man? Breath build with Ebom limbs is such a nice sight to see. I love every time we fight. Yeah, no, it's awesome. A lot of DKs now are calling for them to like maybe like make breath have a bit of a limitation, because right now like DKs are good with breath, but like it feels like that's like the only build that they can play right now is breath build. There's not a lot of like room for like creativity. So some are asking to see if maybe they'll like adjust them a little bit in that regard. Uh-oh. But we'll see what they do. Like, do I just spike in this situation? Like, you got two targets. Like, what do I do, man? Do I spike here? What do we do? I can remove that rebuff either. That's what I'm trying to figure out with my Shadow Priest. I just don't really know, like, what do I do? Single target or AoE? I just don't know. I know that I probably should get like the dot damage with Dark Evangelism, so maybe I should channel up until I get this buff and then spike. But I'm not sure. Also, 10 seconds on my Shadow Crash. I can't really do much right now. Please wait. And then pull them together. Please wait and pull them together. Yeah. Hold on. Give this man a buff. All these things. Big blaster AoE. We can hit him with one of these. Ah, oh, look at that damage. Hey, that's what we're looking for, man. Look at that cleave. Look at that burst. Woo. Woo, that's good. Look at that. Hey, that's exactly what I'd like to see, man. So we could do that guy. We could rescue civilian if we want to. That's what we would love to see, man. Loves to see it, man. Love to see it. Big channel. Get us a bit of a damage buff here. My god, that was awesome. That's huge. Okay, want to pull him over here. Pull him over here. I definitely want to pull him on this side, over the other side. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Definitely want to do him on this side. Just because over there, mobs can just spawn in, and you don't want to do that. Herbalist on this thing? Just enough. Or cooking. Okay, that's not what we wanted. That's gonna be maybe a wipe. Potentially a wipe. We gotta nuke this thing real quick. But we're definitely gonna have to get some line of sight. Hopefully. Okay, this could work. Empowered. Definitely going to be a little bit unusual. But it's doable. Just melt her real quickly. We definitely got to be a little bit more careful though. You got to fight him like out here. Like over here is a lot better. Yeah, just so you're not super close. The one above the other guy? I have cooldowns right now. Like, do I just pop cities? Or do I just save it for the boss? I feel like I save it for the boss, man. Especially with the boss that has all this ads there. I feel like it's more valuable. Only spike on procs, never hard cast them. Okay. Because that's what I was trying to figure out earlier. Like, what do I do with my spikes, man? Do we ever hard cast them? Because some builds apparently do recommend you hard cast them. That's what I was trying to figure out earlier. Like, what do I do, man? Because some guys are like, yeah, you always hard cast. Some say you hard cast. Others like only on procs. Those are the boss. Boss, then percent. And I'll buff Lawrence. Because that guy's popping off. Even though I don't like it, I will do it. Team effort, teamwork, and all that. I'll try to see if I can save a lot of my offensive cooldowns until a little bit later, though. Like once the ads come out. I definitely want to have as much damage as I can for those things. Problem. We don't have dots on them. Yeah, they're all gonna die anyway. Ah, it was poorly done by me. Poor planning. Maybe I can still have a bit of a burst. Nah, he's just gonna die. This is dead. That was definitely poor planning by me. If I planned that AoE a little bit better, that would have been a lot more effective. Yeah. Frustrated myself on that one. Full send. Who's he sending that at? Not on me. I'm kind of okay with that. Big AoE, big cleaver. Oh, that cleave, dude. I love it. Oh, that cleave. Oh, what a good spec, man. Plays so good. Oh, the cleave. Okay, we have more than 1%. We can just do it. We just finish it. God, I had a lot of fun, dude. There was a couple of pulls where I just had insanely good cleave, and I was so happy with that one. Ah, so good. I want breath back as blood. Wait, you have breath as blood at some point? Have you? Did you really? Is that real? I don't think I've remembered breath as blood, but maybe you're right on that one. Although I don't know if, unless you were Frost, I don't think you ever really pressed breath ever. No cape. I really gotta get a weak car for this or something. I know that apparently DBM does have like a layout for this dungeon specifically. Like it'll just automatically announce stuff. But I don't know how the guy, because one guy in the group like that I did for like, you know, farming my whetstone, doing like 20s or whatnot. Somebody did have a DBM announcing and is like all the what's its gloves. DBM basically was doing a lot of the announcements. So female no cape, dark vest, long sleeves, gloves, long sleeves, cape. No cape? No cape. We find it? No, we did. Big wigs. Little wigs has auto, but the box that displays all of them on your screen. Wait. And a box that displays all of them on your screen. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I know DBM apparently has one, but I don't know how to like pull it. I don't know where to get it. I usually use DBM just because one, it's easy to set up. Two, I just kind of like the layout of it. But yeah. Mop and wad? Was it really? Okay. Yeah, but I don't think you actually ever used it, right? You had it, but you don't really use it, did ya? I don't think I want to pop full cooldowns on this guy. Probably not a healthy move. Oh, we do have the bats that we can like CC actually, or cleave. So that'd be kind of nice. All right. Wish we had someone else to cleave on this boss though, man. That would have been so nice. That would have been so fun. Whatever they do for the next affix, I don't know if we should do like you know, an extra mob present with the boss or whatever. But maybe we're very similar to like a season 3 of SL, how like, or season 2 of SL, I guess. No, I think it was. Which affix am I thinking of? Like they had an extra ad present throughout a fight. I think it was season 4 of BFA, wasn't it? That'd be kind of cool if they did something like that. Do you think my rogue is ready to level? On this thing? Yeah, I think so. Pretty close to ready. Please don't channel me. Of course. At least I got some movement speed. Or insta-casts. Show plenty of survivability here. Try to keep it close. Oh, please don't run. Ah, of course. Of course. That's so unlucky. That's ridiculously unlucky. Yeah, we got one of these. Go for a bit of heal. Group wide heal. Should be okay. As long as everybody else cleanses themselves, we'll be alright. Give me something good. 41k? You know what? This guy basically does damage very similar to my elemental shaman. I was only like a, what, 10? But look at that psychic link damage, man. I love it. It's so good. I love how you can actually use a void torrent. I always thought that ability was kind of fun. Fell meteor is insane. Actually an insane trinket, dude. Look at this thing. Actually does so much damage. Cape. I mean, I'll take it. It's not much of an upgrade, but yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Not much of an item level upgrade. Spikes doing damage. Yeah. That felt great, dude. That felt awesome. I love that full single target sustain thing you could do, but I am really bad at like finding low level mob or low health mobs and just spreading my what is it, the shadow crash on them and then cleaving. A couple of times that I was able to do that, I felt like my neighborhood was excellent, but I'm really bad at it. Oh. Alright. 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 I did have levitate on my bars. I looked at my bars, I looked at all my keybound bars. I was like, oh, because normally Alt 2 is my levitate. This said I got levitate. God damn it, dude. I love that this is finally in a good spot at the moment. Dude, disc is also really, really good pair. Really, really, really good. I love it, man. I love it. You got all the items on it? On the rogue? I can't even tell, honestly. It's so hard for me. Like, it's so hard for me to tell, like, in Wrath, what's what. Like, I looked at your character, I was just like, oh, it's a rogue with a hat. That's literally all I saw. Instead, isn't wait till I was like, is it stats you're looking at or something? Like, I don't even know. But I guess now look at it, you do have shoulders and I think the chest heirloom. I think that's all. Is that all you had back in Wrath? Is just the shoulders and the chest piece? What an ass mage, dude. It happens. It happens. I mean, earlier it was like what shit talking me earlier. So I'm not surprised, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna get Dalaran, basically, bro. Basically. I was looking for my levitate. What makes me mad is like levitate is right there, but I was just like, is it key bound? No, guess I'll die. I was literally, my eyes darted through all of my key bindings. Like, okay, do I have it? No. I have it right here. It's just not in the same spot where I normally have it. So I just kind of gave up. Trinket, dagger, shoulder to chest. Trinket and dagger? Oh, okay. Now, so the trinket, I guess you're right. Yeah, because we do have what? We do have what? This, right? What is it? Heirloom. This thing. So when I looked at that, honestly, I thought it was like that one trinket from... where is it? It's not the Emperor. Was it him? Yeah, I thought it was this, honestly. I thought it was that. But yeah. So I kind of got confused completely. Is the last boss trinket? Yeah, I got confused for that one. I couldn't remember which one it was, man. Trinket, daggers, bow, shoulder, chest. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hi, Dad. What's up, China? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. How you doing, my guy? What time is it? It is... I should be good enough. We got a heroic wait here in a bit. I should be doing that. Just keep getting solo shuffle. I'm so happy. Dude, solo shuffle queues apparently went way up. Apparently they're really good. Apparently they're really good right now. A lot of people are playing it. A lot more people are joining in. Ocean OPF trinket. Yeah, dude, it is really good, isn't it? That's what I thought, honestly, when I saw it. Again, like with Wrath, I just don't have that like visual perception of like items or whatever. It doesn't exist. I feel like the only way it exists is if you like mouse over the item itself, or if you played Wrath for like a long while. Outside of that, I have no idea. I had zero clue, honestly. I couldn't tell at all. But yeah, Shadow Priest right now is awesome. Let me show you guys what the playstyle, what the burst, like if you're looking to pick up a Shadow Priest over the next few days or over this next week, this is more or less the burst you're looking at. 5 train dummies, right? I'm gonna try to blast them with as much AoE as I can in the opener. Definitely not the best single target that I could do. Or AoE rather. Trying to do my best here. Trying to showcase it a little bit. Try to give it a little bit more justice. Look at the damage I'm doing, man. Basically almost 200k DPS. But get a lot more procs of these too. That's fantastic. Like a lot more of your single target abilities now cleave. And you can basically execute high amounts of single target damage while cleaving multiple mobs. It is so good. Mind games, spikes, void torrent, all of it is good. You just cleave a ton. So even if you want to do like a 2 target cleave or 3 target cleave or whatever, or if you want to do like priority damage, the amount of priority damage you can do is also pretty high as well. Like let's say like, okay, there's a lot of little adds that you gotta kill, right? But then you want to be focusing down on the boss the entire time. And you want to make sure you have as much single target damage as possible. I'm waiting for these adds to fall off as soon as I can. Got it, they're getting a lot of crits actually, aren't they? Okay, so let me reset it. Reset. Let's say I'm just like all single targeted boss here. As much single target as I can execute, while everything else is dot over there. Probably should have the boss too, shouldn't I? Look at the AoE cleave that it does. Full priority, full single target. No secondary cleave at all. That's about to fall off in a bit. Actually, let me wait. I got all full cooldowns coming up very soon. But look at the cleave, man. Second cleave does a lot. But let me go in with a full cooldowns because I got everything. PI, Void Eruption, everything available here in just a couple of seconds. I'll do the same thing again. I'll dot this guy, I'll throw on the Shadow Crash on the ads, and I'll just blast full single target. And you can see just how much like secondary cleave there is. It is insane. Full single target. Big blaster. Look, 150k. Look at this, dude. Look at this opener. I'm not even touching the ads at all. They're just getting melted. Absolutely blasted. Look at this. I'm basically an outlaw rogue. That's how good this thing is. You just load it up with the big single target abilities like your Void Torrent and your Mind Games when they just blast for a ton. And then also Void Bolts as well. Having more abilities cleaving is just so good. And I feel like it just gives them such a good profile too. Like having like a funnel profile where you can just focus on a singular guy while cleaving everything else for free. It is really good. I think it's the best shadow ratio of all time. This change in particular is really good. This one little talent that they did, one little addition to Psychic Link, one little change made it like so much more valuable, so much more worth. I do hate some of the playstyles like Sanity. I just have a hard time figuring out where to use this ability, how to use it optimally, because I feel like I messed it up really badly. An airy, like high-end Shadow Priest build runs Sanity, I just have a hard time figuring it out, but as long as I can do that and just get more comfortable with the spec and maybe try a couple more builds, I feel like I'll be in a good spot. Also for that dungeon, another question I only removed it. I was gonna say, how much damage does Idol Lazad do? Because I feel like it does very, very little. It does little damage now per stack, and damage reduced beyond 5 targets. Like, is it worth it? It's only maximum of 4 targets that get hit by Idol Lazad. I don't even know if it's worth, man. I think it's maybe wood because you're putting points into malediction anyway, so you just pick it up idle anyway. But it's just, I don't know. I'm wondering if like going to Mindbender with idle Yasharaj would be even better. You know, cooldown reduction, or would that be maybe like too much with Shadow War Death and all that? I don't know if I'll have even the economy for it either. Let me Shadow Prince with the full Mindful Apparition build. Mindful Apparition. Are you playing like the Tormented Spirits then? Or I guess you have to go Auspicious Spirits. Mindful Apparitions. Is it Screams of the Void then? Are you Cthulhu build? I guess you would have to play Screams of the Void, yeah? But I think you do want Void Torrent. No, I'll play Auto Cthulhu, no Mind Spike, and the thing on the Void. And the thing from the Void, this one then, yeah? Okay, there's a little bit of a variation like that plays into that Mindful Insanity. And then goes like I think down here to pick up the Void Torrent. I like the Mind Spike ability though. I feel like it's true. I like the ability as an instant cast, and I also don't really mind it as a filler. Another like Seer channel is kind of like the bread and butter of Priest. It's been like that for a while. But something about Mind Spike, I don't know what it is, man. I think it's maybe the interaction between Mind Spike and the cooldown reduction of Mind Blast and like the stacking element to it. Like, I think it's really cool. I think it's really neat. You can really speed up your rotation quite a bit. Because like you just gotta drop in Mind Blast and you start spiking. I mean, it's weird if you played Priest before. It's definitely super unusual. But then you get like Mind Blasts that are just like constantly proccing back and forth. We get a couple of spikes, Mind Blast crits, or instacast hits. I feel like it's just kind of fast paced in such at times. Especially once you get like a bunch of procs rolling in, and like once you really get lucky with the procs, it basically feels like it's instacast more or less. Oh, something maybe that playstyle would be kind of okay, but yeah. I like the ability even as a proc though. Like even if I had to like channel Mind Flay the entire time and I just use like Mind Spike procs, I feel like it's still worth it. I like the impact that it has, and also I feel like it makes you a lot more mobile as a priest. Being able to move around with those spikes, you're doing that and Mind Blast procs, I like it a lot. I think in general it's good. Look at that mobility. You can just like adjust or whatever, especially when you got full cooldowns rolling and you got like all your dots and everything. It feels like you have a lot of procs, like in AoE in particular. Like you have with the channel, get yourself a few resources, spike, Mind Blast, quick channel real quick. So you gotta move, got another spike, Mind Blast. It's just really nice, like a little adjustments for mobility. I think it's worth it, even that alone. At least I highly value it because I don't really find priests super mobile. They're definitely a lot more mobile than ever before, but they're not that mobile. Also, I have feathers. I don't know where to put feathers. Oh, I don't know where to put feathers. I have them, but I don't use them. I feel like I should remove feathers if I don't use them. Where do I put them? That's one thing that also always irked. Oh wait, I already have feathers. Apparently I have it here. I was gonna say, it always irked me about priests. I feel like I have to have a lot of key bindings to really like properly play it. Apparently I do have feathers. I just have it like on my dispel button. That's why. I'm like, I don't have anything to dispel that dungeon, so I'm never looking for dispel. So I just completely forgot I do have feathers. But yeah. This is really fun, man. I'm loving the new Shadow Priest. It's so good. I think what I want to do is I want to maybe get a couple more actually, no, I don't need more dungeons. I'm set. I need to get this guy done on a normal run to get some tier pieces. That's what I need now at this point, is just some tier sets. Because I have one charge for the... Actually, while I'm here, I have a little bit of Valor. Let me upgrade this trinket, because this thing has been insane. I have Scoville has been absolutely a godsend, especially on the Disc Priest. On Disc, it is an insanely good trinket. What else do I want to upgrade? I feel like the NECA shouldn't upgrade because Lariats exist, but maybe I should just do expensive stuff or cheap stuff, because I could do the cloak and the bracer, which is not my best stats. Should probably do chest just because that could become tier. Swear to God, I should have saved it, because then if I got like a tier set chest, I would have been if I get tier set chest from my vault, I'll be upset because I just spent all that valor. I'd be actually a little bit upset. But moving up in the world, man, the item level, little by little. By the way, I was cold as proc on the boss right here. Wait. Oh, the fire damage would say procs the... Oh, that's really cool, actually. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I don't know if it'll be enough to make Ice Scoville good. And it's not like an intellect trinket, so maybe there's other trinkets that are better than that thing. But the damage it did that dungeon was really, really good. I was surprised by it. I do wonder if it's still worth wanting Ice Scoville or maybe picking up like an intellect trinket. But I've seen this one do a lot of damage. Like instant damage to all nearby enemies. Like it has no cap on it. It's really good with a procs, but I don't really know. Like is crit with a damage proc good? Because I've seen a lot of people run it, but like I'm thinking maybe intellect overall is better. You can proc macro feather for feather and always drop on you. I do have that already. Yeah, I had that for a while now. I think since like when they added feather, there was like macro someone made for like the player cursor, so I always have it like placed it on me. I think it even gives me feather like even if I'm midair. Yeah, literally feather right on top of me on my like unit frame, my little reticle here. So I've had one for a while. I just never really get to use feather because you just have to pick between feather and you have to pick between, I think it was body and soul. I usually just pick body and soul because I thought to myself, okay, well I'm gonna like move and I need to like shield myself a lot anyway, and shielding is also good defensively. Feather is good, but like I'm gonna be shielding myself often anyway, so to me it felt like it was a better choice at the time for mobility. Although feathers is really, really good. Put him here, honestly. Alright, chat. I got to raid in a bit. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you all so much for watching. Super fun hanging out with all of you, man. Absolutely a blast, dude. I got a couple of videos. I got a couple of big projects I'll be working on in my free time. But yeah, tonight though, heroic. Maybe I'll be taking it a little bit easy tonight. Prep for the big project tomorrow. Possibly. Tuesday, hopefully we'll have ourselves a pretty fat vault here. Also, Shane, my man, how you doing? There you are. Boys, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you so much watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. We'll be back here tomorrow, man. I'm thinking we finish up a couple more alts for the vault. I think we gotta get like Hunter. Definitely got to get Warrior a proper key, man. I don't know what kind of a key we get into. We may need to literally prot Warrior that one. Actually, prot Warrior may be easier than arms, but I really want to see if I can get a key down on him. Dalnut Furry, maybe get a key on him. Definitely got to get a Dalnut key. And Dalvoker, I think. I don't know. I'm even sure. I need to double check on my alts, man. Also, I think I'll start working on either the mage, Pally, or monk. Try to see if I can get another alt to start slowly gearing little by little my free time. But yo, thanks so much for coming by, boys. Thanks for the keys. Yo, thanks for joining me, Pod. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate your healing. Alrighty, boys. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys all in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.
and you tell. You will leave my heart to froze, or you will go to hell. Hi, my name is Annabelle, and welcome to my tea party. Boo. Spooky?